na-ejelu ozi asị m ụnụ binye elu tetenụ n'ụra tetenụ n'ụra tetenụ n'ụra tetenụ n'ụra asị m n'ọnwa unu nwoke bụ nwa eze Chukwu bụ ụzọ mba aka ji ọfọ Igbo ọzọ eme nte eme ime ọsị m nọ ya nọ n'etiti unu taa ọsọ unu binye elu n'oge akara aka eluo mmụọ na nna anyị ochie asị m gị binye mmụọ na-afụ na ife afụ na nzuzo asị m gị binye oke ọfọ ji eje ọgụ asị m unu binye ọfọ ndị Igbo niile asị m gị binye ọfọ ndị mmiri asị m gị binye ọfọ ndị ikuku asị m gị binye eze nwaanyị osimiri asị m gị binye eze nwaanyị na-ebe asị m gị binye eze nwaanyị idodi ikwu na-eme asị m gị binye eze nwaanyị amambara asị m gị binye eze nwaanyị osimiri nji aba asị m gị binye eze nwaanyị ala Igbo niile asị m gị binye eze nwaanyị ọgba asị m gị binye eze nwaanyị anike wawa asị m gị binye oke arụsị na n'ike ojuru nwaanyị aga anị asị m gị binye n'oge akara aka eluo igirigi ọgụ mmụọ asị m na gboo dike mbọsị ihe ike mere ọ ga-achọkwa nwa dike asị m dododo unu binye unu bịa tara ọjị na chijiri eji efoola asị m unu binye unu bịa tara ọjị na chijiri eji efoola nna anyị ochie mmụọ niile nwụrụ anwụ ka anyị dị ndụ mmụọ niile nwụrụ anwụ ka ụmụ Igbo dị ndụ mmụọ niile nwụrụ anwụ ka Mazi Nnamdi Kanu dị ndụ mmụọ niile nwụrụ anwụ ka ụmụ Biafra dị ndụ asị m unu binye n'oge akara aka eluo asị m na gboo dike mbọsị ihe ike mere ọ ga-achọ nwa dike ọ sị na mberede nyiri dike na mberede ka o ji ama nwa dike ọ ya ka m ji akpọ unu n'isi ọhamadike bụ Mazi Nnamdi Kanu ya ọ bụ Mazi Nnamdi Kanu otu mkpụrụ anya ji isi ụgwọ otu ọnụ na-ekwuchitere mba niile ụkpaka na-agba n'udu mmiri na-agba n'oge nke ya asị m unu binye n'isi ya nye ogologo ndụ na-adị isi ike napụta ya na eke napụta ya n'orie napụta ya na afọ napụta ya na nkwọ asị m na ahịa akara aka anaghị eri nwa ngwụrọ na ahịa akara aka agaghị eri Mazi Nnamdi Kanu asị m unu ga-anapụta Nnamdi Kanu na eke napụta ya n'orie napụta ya na afọ napụta ya na nkwọ asị m mee ka ọnụ niile kwụrụ njọ n'isi atụgharịa kwụ mma ka ọnụ kọrọ ogiri ọnụ kọrọ ogiri lachaa Chukwu okike abịa ma onye jiri mmiri siri ike kpọọ aja were aja siri ike kpọọ mmadụ asị m na taata bụ ụbọchị eke n'ala Igbo asị m na eke ga-eketara Nnamdi Kanu ndụ eke ga-eketara ya nwere onwe oke ga-eketara ya ndụ oke ga-eketara ya Biafra oke ga-eketara ya nwere onwe oke ga-ekegburu ya ndị iro kegburu ya ajọ mmadụ na ajọ mmụọ asị m na mbọsọ ga-apụta ekwesị ga-anọ n'ụra ndị ilo ya ga-anọ n'ụra ọkwa na ekwe osu asị m gịnị bụ ekwe osu asị m na mbọsọ ga-apụta ya bụ ndị ilo ga-anọ n'ụra ọha bụ ndị ọha nwa bụ ekwe osu asị m na ha ncha ga-anọ n'ụra na Nnamdi Kanu ga-apụta n'ike na ebube Nnamdi Kanu ga-apụta n'ike na ebube asị m na ọnụ kwụrụ njọ n'isi ya ga-atụgharịkwọ mma asị m ọbịa igbu Nnamdi Kanu bụ onwe ya onye si na Nnamdi Kanu agaghị adị ndụ onye a ga-eji anazere mmiri onye si na Nnamdi Kanu agaghị apụta onye a ga-eji anazere mmiri ọnụ niile kọrọ ogiri ọnụ ga-akọrọ ogiri lachaa osisi abụla oturu ga-emeche wee kwele onye asị na Nnamdi Kanu ga-apụta asị m na ọnụ ahụ iji wee kwuo ya na ike ejikwa ya wee kwugharịa mma n'isi ya asị m na ebe onye ahụ na-atụ Mazi Nnamdi Kanu aka asị m aka gị ga-akpọnwụ osisi ahụ fọrọ Nnamdi Kanu wee tọọ nkwe asị m ikuku futuo gị anya ọbụla fọrọ Nnamdi Kanu kwawa akwa alịla asị m alịla akọrọ ya n'anya onye fọrọ Nnamdi Kanu cheta ihe gburu nwa ya ihe gburu nwa ya gbuo ya maka na ọ bụrụ ya gburu nwa gị Chukwu okike abịa ma asị m na belede nyiri dike belede ka o ji amawa dike asị m na okirikiri ka a na-agba ukwu ose ọ dadị ukwu ose elu na okirikiri ka ndị iro ga-agba Nnamdi Kanu mana ha ama mkpata ya aka ọ sị na nkirikiri ka ọ na-ekiri odido jiri odido enyi ozu na ọkwado nkirikiri ka ndị iro ga na-ekiri ya mana ha ama afụ ya anya asị m na eje anaba isi ije asị na Nnamdi Kanu ga-eje na ọ ga-ana asị m na inye anaghị eri ọba maka na inye na ọba bụ nwanne inye agaghị eri Nnamdi Kanu maka na ọ bụ nwi asị na Nnamdi Kanu ga-adị ka echi anaghị agwụ agwụ maka na ije ejere bụ ije mmiri ọ bụrụ eje nkụ asị na ya bụ ije ga-abụ ije mmeri asị m na ọ ga-anata n'udo asị m na ọ ga-abata sirili welere asị m na unu ga-aga kpọnatara anyị Nnamdi Kanu asị m unu ga-akpọnatara anyị Nnamdi Kanu ga-akpọnatara anyị Nnamdi Kanu ga-tụnye ugo ga-nye ya mmeri ga-nye ya mmeri ga-nye ya mmeri tụnye ugo n'elu ugo nye ike n'elu ike nye ya ndụ n'elu ndụ ọkwanụ ndụ ka o ji efu na-efufe unu nye Nnamdi Kanu ndụ onwe ike wee kwụrụ jinjin onwe ike wee kwụrụ wee fuo n'ofufe a sị na ya kara ka anaghị eri nwa ngwụrọ ihe mere ha ji jide Nnamdi Kanu bụ ka ha nwee ike wee megide ndị Igbo ka ha nwee ike megide ụmụ Biafra ka ha nwee ike wee kwuchie anyị ọnụ ka ha nwee ike wee kachie anyị ọnụ ka anyị ghara ikwu okwu ọzọ mana ama m na ododo Chukwu okike abịa ma ndị nwa na ndị nwe mmiri ndị nwe ikuku ndị nwe anyanwụ mmụọ nna nna anyị ochie mmụọ niile nwụrụ anwụ ka anyị dị ndụ mmụọ niile ọ kwafọrọ ọbara ha n'ike maka ihi Biafra asị m unu binyenu asị m unu dododo na ọkwa na unu bụ ihe nwe ike a ọkwa na unu ga-eji ọgụ mmụọ a ọkwa na unu ga-aga bụori ahịa ọkwa na unu ga-aga napụta ya maka na ihe ọ tinyere unu n'aka anaghị ele ule asị m dododo igiriga ọgụ mmụọ eze nwaanyị niile nọ n'ala Igbo mmụọ niile nọ n'ala Igbo asị m unu binye maka na onwe onye nọ n'ụwa na-anaghị aṅụ mmiri onwe onye nọ n'ụwa na-anaghị eri nnu nnu bụ ihe ụtọ si na mmiri wee pụta onye ọbụla na-eri ihe na-eri ihe dị na mmiri onye na-asa arụ ji mmiri asa arụ onye ọbụla na-eme ihe ọbụla ọ na-eme ji mmiri eme ya asị m ihe ọbụla mmadụ na-eme n'ụwa mmiri ọ na-ebubu ụzọ asị m onye ọbụla kpọrọ mmiri asị na mmiri a ga-agbagbu ya asị m onye ọbụla fụrụ mmiri n'anya ga-afụ Nnamdi Kanu n'anya onye ọbụla fụrụ mmiri n'anya ga-afụ Nnamdi Kanu n'anya onye ọbụla mmiri na-awụsa n'arụ ga-afụ Nnamdi Kanu n'anya onye ọbụla mmiri na-emesa n'arụ ga-afụ Nnamdi Kanu n'anya onye na-aṅụ mmiri na-eli nnu asị m na ọnụ anyị ji wee lie nnu wee ṅụọ mmiri na ị ga-eji akwa okwu ọma n'isi Nnamdi Kanu n'aha Chukwu okike abịa
ise ise ise. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, great dear friends and lovers of freedom. This is Radio Biafra HAUSA-SERVICE coming to you through Radio Biafra London. My name remains Mazi Chinedu from Olu province of Biafra land, and we are here live and direct. Today is the 20th day of February 2023. Tata Bobo Chinkwo, being Monday. Therefore, I welcome each and every one of you to today's edition of Radio Biafra HAUSA-SERVICE. We are coming to you as usual through Radio Biafra London, our mother station. Therefore, draw nearer to your listening devices because this is where we worship. Biafra is our religion and Biafra is our identity. We have been wrongly pursuing an illusion, an artificial illusion called Nigeria. But lo and behold, we have been mistaken or misled. But today, we are retaking our natural identity, which is Biafra. And that is what we are doing. There is no retreat, no surrender. We must continue in what we are doing. Our leader is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who is in the enemy dungeon. But make no mistake about it. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra. He is there suffering not because of any crime of his, not because he is a criminal or he looted money as Nigerian politicians, no. He is not there because he is the son of Mazi or Israel Kanu. No. He is there because of his quest, championing the quest for the restoration of Biafra through IPOB, a global movement, but none. Therefore, we must continue in what we are doing. Our leader must be released. Notwithstanding what the DSS is doing. I will talk about that later. Misinformation, because they understand the mentality of our people, that we are a people saturated with emotions and sentiments. Once we are emotional, we will not be able to control ourselves, and we will not be able to make rational decisions. That is why the DSS, the Nigerian Caliphate, is doing everything with impunity. sending out propaganda, misinformation, and all what's not. But here, IPOB, we have been trained not to be emotional, to be stone cold. Do you understand? To be calm in every storm, so that we will be able to make the right decision. That is how our leader has trained IPOB, the indigenous people of Biafra. Nothing should shake us. Because once you are emotional, sentimental, now you take wrong decisions. Your brain neurons will start being incoherent. You understand? It will be saturated with adrenaline, and you will not even understand what you are doing. Therefore, once again, I welcome each and every one of you. Today, I will be brief as possible before opening the lines, because I want people to call in order to speak or tell us what is happening. Do not forget that today is the 20th day. 20. Ụbọchị iri abụọ ọgụ n'ọnwa abụọ n'afọ 2023. Tata bụ ụbọchị nkwọ. Draw nearer to your listening devices. You can listen to us through our various FM, CHK FM stations in various sides of Biafra land, though there are some that are still under repairs. You have to bear with us. You can listen to us through the satellite. Do not forget, free-to-air satellite. You can listen to our voice from here on Radio Biafra London. You can also listen to us via different options in the internet. Just go to Google and ask, how do I listen to Radio Biafra London? And you'll be given multiple options. There are many options, many people that are even streaming our voice on air. Also, you can get us through IPOB Community Radio application. If you have not done so, please download it. It is a low data consuming application. Do you understand? Low data consuming. You can also download TuneIn Radio. TuneIn or Simple Radio also. Simple Radio, 2 words. Simple and Radio. Or TuneIn. So that you can, under the TuneIn or Simple Radio, you just go and search for Radio Biafra London or IPOB Community Radio. The same thing. You can also download Radio Biafra London direct. So you don't have any excuse. Because you see all these people that are giving excuses of not listening, not because of one thing or the other. But, you know, nature abhors vacuum. If you are not listening to Radio Biafra London, you are listening to another thing. You are listening to, what is the name of this FM in Aba, where they are always praying for Nigeria. That is what you are listening. Because nature abhors vacuum. You have to listen to Radio Biafra London for your interest, for enlightenment, for you to search and know the truth that is being preached here on Radio Biafra London. Started by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Before I continue, let me just go into just few news headlines. Just few news headlines. And for your information, do not be a weapon in the hands of our enemies. by attacking our people in the name of anything it can be, in the guise or in the name of forcing sit at home, no election, all these are crap. Let me ask you, since our leader has been on air in this struggle, have you ever had where our leader sent out people to attack our own people for enforcing one seat at home or the other? Have you ever had it? Have you ever seen it? What our leader used to do, he appealed to the conscience of our people, and our people listen. He talks to our people convincingly that, look, this is why this is done, or this is the right thing, this is why it is the right thing. If you have another suggestion or opinion, you can call and talk and speak out. That is how IPOB we have been going. Our people. You cannot be destroying and killing our people in the name of that you are enforcing sit at home, or you are doing one thing or the other for Biafra restoration. You are simply working for our enemies, for the Nigerian government, for Hope Uzodinma, Madev, Omahi, all of them. That is who you are working for, without knowing it. You are a weapon in the hands of our enemies, as simple as that. Because you cannot be killing the people you are meant to protect. It's not done. You cannot be killing our people, destroying their properties in the name of saving them. It's impossible. It's impossible. Even I never had during the Civil War, I never had any story where the Biafran soldiers start killing our own people in order to save them. No. Or destroying our properties. It's not done. Because these are the people you are trying to save. So, what we are doing is trying to educate our people and carry everybody along. That is it. In critical situations like this, our leader came up. The last time he went to court, he managed to say something that he wants Biafra land to be quiet, to be calm, that we shouldn't be killing people that we should be saving. It's absurd. But lo and behold, the Nigerian government has raised criminals on the loose. It doesn't matter what you call them. They are directly working, Nigerian police and military that are being used in order to unleash again. Remember what used to happen. At any slightest provocation, I cannot call it provocation because even we don't provoke. Nigeria government will try to use their people to stir up provocation so that they will come in order to burn our houses, destroy houses of Biafrans and goods, houses and goods of Biafrans, and kill people. But we shouldn't be tools in their hands, please. Let me just go on just one or two news headlines, please, before I continue. Now there is this alert or traveling advice by the US government, United States government. He said, reconsider going to Nigeria over terrorism, kidnappings, other crimes. Be vigilant around banks, ATMs, US wants citizens. Are you hearing it? They are warning their citizens, American citizens, to stay away from Nigeria because of terrorism, kidnapping. But in another way, they are the people that are, supporting Nigeria to do their selection. I call it selection. Do you see the hypocrisy? If there is terrorism and all these problems, what is the normal thing to do or to be done in a sane society? Is it not to look inwards and say, what are the causes of all these problems? What are the causes of all these problems, so that it will be treated? But lo and behold, the American government is complicit in deception. Oh, there is kidnapping, there is terrorism in Nigeria. He wants the citizens not to go to Nigeria. But anyway, you can hold the election. Does it make any sense? The United U.S. election monitoring teams are there in Nigeria. But they know that there is no security in Nigeria. How do you think that this type of election, credible election, could take place? Do you see the standard they placed us, where they have relegated you as lower? Do you understand me? As lower human beings. Because this type of thing, if it happens to other developed country, if there is insecurity, they will nip it right from the bud and find what is the cause of this thing. Nigeria is the cause. In the Nigeria setting, Nigeria is the cause of the insecurity. Nigeria, I say, as a country, that is the cause. Because people are lumped together with people with divergent values, people that never understand themselves, that have divergent values. We are lumped together by the creator of Nigeria, called Britain. All of a sudden you are calling one. This is one Nigeria, one. Everything is one. What is one about Nigeria? I say, what is one about Nigeria? Do you understand me? They are trying to force this one. That Nigeria is the only place, the only entity that when they talk about it, they say it's one. And they put one. That's O-N-E, one, in front of it. You never hear one Malaysia. You never hear one Jamaica, one Canada, one Trinidad and Tobago, one USA, one Spain. People, can't you reason? Why is it so? Because there is nothing like one, so they are forcing it in that, using that mantra. It's deception, it's an illusion. Do you understand me? We should be wise. USA is telling the citizens, reconsider going to Nigeria over terrorism, kidnappings, other crimes. Be vigilant around banks, ATMs. US wants citizens. Is this not double standard? Whereas their election monitoring teams are there under heavy security. Nigeria providing them with security, staying in posh hotels in Nigeria, and they are advising their citizens do not go to Nigeria over kidnappings. But they want Nigeria to conduct election. Say it's a democracy. Do you see the double standard? Heavy double standard. I don't too much blame them. Who I blame are the Nigerians that don't want to understand the cause of their problems. They are sentimental. They are always sentimental. Oh, let us go. Look at this election. Look at this so-called election that is coming up on Saturday. Just look at. Sometimes I'll be going through the rhetorics and comments of people. Is that election? Is that a cohesive election? Is that a normal country's election? Where nobody is a Nigerian again. What you have is Igbos campaigning for their Igbo presidency, Yorubas campaigning for Yoruba presidency, the Fulani campaigning for the Fulani presidency because the Hausa is not there. Do you understand me? So, what is a country there? Is it not a complete deception? People are, you see, people are just taking their natural identity in this election. Oh, Igbo, Yoruba, Fulani, oh, Hausa, Now, where is the country? Is it not a question that normal human beings should ask themselves? Where is then Nigeria? People are not here for looking for the best. Everybody is looking for his own tribe, or nearest to his own tribe. Now, where is the country? Where is Nigeria? Is it not time we stop deceiving ourselves in this Nigeria setting? Is it not time, okay, Rugo, for us to stop deceiving ourselves in this Nigeria? It's a pity that the Igbos are the people that are always on this Nigeria thing. They tribalize Nigeria. I was watching one program of somebody talking with a so-called detribalized Nigeria. He's an Igbo man. He answered whether Murtala Mohammed or Monitola Bashiru Chukuma. And he is talking how he is a complete Nigerian. He is talking about how he can go to live anywhere in Nigeria. He is talking about how he can, if he go anywhere, he will be accepted because he speaks the language. He is answering Monitala Kabiru. I don't know, I've forgotten the real name, but he's a Fulani name. Together with Igbo. He said, the man is from Anambra. I was just watching him. I was saying, God, these people are destroying us. They are destroying our nomenclature. I'm telling you honestly. This man said, well, sometime he's going to whether from Lagos to the north, and on the way they meet these bandits, these Fulani terrorists. Say some of them, sometimes they are not even Fulani, they are Buzu people. And he speaks Buzu, He is a person that come down and save every other person. He speak Buzu with them and kneel down as they used to salute. I said Chineke mere ndị Igbo ebere. And they allowed them to go. And he's happy. And he didn't talk about what of if he doesn't speak the language. If they know that he's an Igbo man. Okay, so everybody should go and learn Hausa or Buzu or Fulani in order to survive. Is it not that conquest? Is it not what they are trying to achieve? That is why I always say, look, I think sometimes I believe that we are the perfect slaves. People that can be pliable, people that can be docile, as long as instead of fighting against that evil, join hands fighting the evil. No, he tried to make a living, take advantage for his personal safety. No more a country. No, but for his own selfish interest, self. So as he's okay, everybody should be okay under one Nigeria. Is it not so? Is it not so? That is perfect slaves. The character of perfect slaves. But the same program I saw also, the man featured one Fulani that speaks also different languages. A Fulani man. You know what the Fulani man said after everything? Because they asked him, do you speak Igbo? He speaks Yoruba, Hausa, Fufude, and other languages. You know? But they asked him why he don't speak Igbo. He said no. Because Igbos don't even speak Igbo. They speak English. So how can he speak Igbo? How can he speak Igbo? When the people, Igbos don't speak Igbo to their children. Because the languages he learned, not that he visited their countries or anything, no. Rather, he had it living together with them, with the people, in the same yards, on the same streets, or something like that. But he said, he said that is true, because he said something very important, that Igbos don't speak Igbo. In Lagos, Igbo people, they don't speak Igbo to their children. That is the truth. So people that don't speak Igbo to their children, which means they don't even, the language is going down. But lastly, he said that he is a proud Fulani. He is a proud, because Fulani, they are the people ruling Nigeria, so he is a ruler. He said it. But the Igbo man, the other Igbo man, say he is a proud Nigerian. That we are one, we should be one. Why shouldn't we identify? Why these people shouldn't understand our problem? Because you are making a living, out of it as a person, as one person, as an individual. As a maker of, you're a billionaire. Oh, it is a privilege given to you by the caliphate. Now you use it now and say now everybody should be like that. Let us. It is good for everybody. Is okay. Do you understand? That is the height of selfishness. The height of selfishness. Because out of millions of people, only one person will be enriched because of his contact connection. Now he will be preaching that everybody is okay. So it's a height of selfishness, and that is how slaves behave. You don't care for others. What matters is you. As long as you're okay, so Nigeria is okay for everybody. Now you that speaks Hausa or speaks Fufude as an Igbo man, or turn to a Muslim so that to disguise yourself. What about others? What about our culture? What about our natural values? So everybody should be like you and discard our natural values in order to live as Nigerians? Is that what you are talking? This mentality is highly absurd, honestly speaking. Is highly absurd. The US government said consider travel to Nigeria due to crime, terrorism, civil unrest, kidnapping, and maritime crime. Some areas have increased risk. But they are advocating for election, democratic election, in a hostile situation like this. Don't you see double standard? Instead of saying, okay, let us know what is the cause of these things. And the only cause of these things is Nigeria itself, lumping everybody in an entity that is hostile. Everybody, friction, there will be eternal friction. This is what the Indians saw at the early time, before independence. And they said no, they couldn't. They refused to be lumped together as one giant Asian zoo. But in Nigeria, the reverse is the case. They are happy in staying as their creator put them under the caliphate. Their creator puts them, and some of them are happy that is so, answering Nigerians a very racial construct, an insultive name, nigger Aryans. Aren't you ashamed of yourself? You should be ashamed of yourselves, please. What we are advocating is to solve the problem, the problem that is the cause of this insecurity in Nigeria. The reason why the United States is giving their citizens traveling, advice not to go to Nigeria. We want to solve it as a people. We Biafrans want it solved permanently. Do you understand? Not temporal something. No, permanently. Not addressing it like being a Tonya. No. The permanent solution to all this is what? Give us a referendum. Let us define where we want to belong. Let us define Nigeria first by giving us referendum. And say, okay, do you want to be part of that, that entity called Nigeria or not? That is the way to start. Why is it that other countries are engaged in referendum, whereas we in Nigeria, they say no? Oh no, black people, no, you are too, you have to be controlled right from slave trading. They continue controlling us till today. We should be under control. Why should you demand for a referendum? United Kingdom that is championing one Nigeria, that there is strength in diversity, but they ran away from a European Union. Is it last year or last 2 years? They ran away from European Union. Isn't it true? I think last year, 2021. No, in their own case, there is no strength in diversity as Europeans. Do you see how ridiculous and hypocritical these people are? They know what is good for them, but we don't know what is good for us. They are the people that knows what is good for us. They impose anything they want on us. You live with it. It is good for you, making us feel lower, like lower animals. It is time we say no. We cannot continue like this, please. We are human beings. We want to solve the issue. The reason why America is informing their citizens not to travel to Nigeria. We want it solved once and for all, so that people will be secure in that entity. And what is it? We want to address the core cause of it. That is Nigeria. If you say that is not, now put up referendum. So let us see. You see this election campaign. It is there glaring at everybody that there is nothing like Nigeria. Everybody is campaigning according to his own tribe's person. There is no more Nigeria. Do you understand? The other time I played a clip of how some Yoruba chieftains we are threatening people. That is a Biafrans in Lagos, in that part of Lagos, that they should vote for their own person. Is it not what happened 2019? By when Oba of Lagos openly threatened Igbos sitting down there, Igbo chieftains, ndị na-eme ọfụma na Lagos. Ọhaneze ndị Igbo chieftains that are there with others, ndị okpu mmemme, that is going to push them, sink them all into the lagoon, if they fail to vote for his choice candidate. And they did so. They obeyed. They were there watching helplessly as slaves they are. What happened to Oba? Nothing. Because you are a slave in Nigeria. They direct you where they want you to be. Do you understand? You are a slave in Nigeria. So that is it. Whether you like it or not, that is the reality. What we are doing is to address these issues once and for all, so that people, if people wants to be Ariwa, not. They call it Ariwa, they call it Nigeria, that is their cup of tea. Now they can rule themselves according to their Sharia system. According to their Sharia system. But Sharia is not our value. We don't know it. But they are trying to impose it in the whole of Nigeria. Do you see the problem? Killing people. Do you see the problem? So that if we as Biafrans, any person that is going to travel to, the Sharia North as a separate country, he will go there knowing their system of government and respect their law. After all, there are Biafrans living in Iran, in Saudi Arabia. Is it not so? There are Biafrans living there. So they know their law, they respect it as a different country. But we shouldn't be in one country, in my own land. They are imposing something foreign to me. And you say, no, it's a country. We have to respect it. No. It cannot go. That is the cause. I'm telling America, this is the cause. The core cause of the problems you are seeing in Nigeria. This is it. Put referendum in Nigeria where people and allow Nigeria to be separated into their natural nations. Now you see all these things, we die a natural death. It will die a natural death. Because there is no way a provincial head or a governor or anybody in Biafra land as a Biafra country, independent country, we call on the army, use the army to be killing his own people. It's impossible. That day he will get out of office. But in Nigeria, that is the case. Uzodimma is using people from the north. Is using the hard-called Boko Haram, so-called repentant Boko Haram in the military. Bring them down. People that we are looking for a way to slaughter, massacre us. He's using them in order to kill our people, in order to burn our properties. Something that could never happen in a Biafra. Do you see it? Do you see why we are clamoring for what we are doing? Why we are clamoring for Biafra? So that we will be in peace. So that, America will no more be afraid of terrorism to come to visit us. No. Or American citizens. There will no more be, travel advice against coming to Biafra. No. Because there we are, ruling ourselves in our own natural manner. That is what we are clamoring for. Now, I want to say something before I open the lines, please. Just two things I want to enter into. There is this picture of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that has been going viral. They remove him and say, they put that photo, to show you that, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is healthy. Isn't it? They put it that, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is healthy. They know what they are doing. This is intelligent work. They are, they are giving you psychological warfare. For you attacking your psyche now. So that when you see it, you say, but they told us that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is sick. So this photo is very healthy. No, this is a photo of Onyendu some years back. These people, they know how to, how to remove your sentiments. When I say, I never use that photo, put it anywhere in my platform, honestly. They know how to, they know how to talk about, or control or remove your emotions. The DSS, they know. That is why they brought out this photo. So that he starts saying, but our leader is sick. Our leader is sick. They are torturing him. They are torturing him. You understand? The leader of the indigenous people of Biafra is sick. They are not giving him any medical attention needed, or the needed medical attention. Even the needed food, as against the United Nations Charter on detainees, albeit our leader is illegally detained, illegally in the DSS dungeon. So, stop being a tool even in the hands of the DSS, Nigerian Secret Police. Stop being a tool. Whenever they bring out something, now they see you, everybody are macro. This is our leader's photo some years back, please. We should concentrate in letting them understand that our leader is sick and needs medical attention as soon as possible. That is what we need, or we need to do, or we need to be doing. Not promoting the photo, this is no. Please, let us be wise. Our leader have said it. He said, can you handle propaganda? Our leader understood. He understood the situation of freedom fighting which we are in. But many of us didn't understand. We thought that it is emotion. Only emotion. Or something sentiment only. Sentiment can bring you what you want. No. He said, can you handle propaganda? We are seeing it today. Any slightest thing, you see people, hey, wow, you all be people. People start falling for propaganda. People start falling. People that you know. That's why our leader said, can you handle propaganda? Propaganda is even more powerful than weapons of war, than guns and bullets. Do you know that? It works wonders. It works wonders. Propaganda can be used to demoralize you as a soldier in the battlefield, and you will come out either to even try to kill your superior. You will come out to start shooting your own people because of what they have programmed, what they put in your head, what you hear. Say, Nakote, don't you see? When our leader was abducted, renditioned at the first time, they unleashed propaganda through their sleeper cells. They blocked the fund that's supposed to be used in order to maintain our school children. They blocked it. No, they blocked it. It is a systematic manner, in way. Now, these people that block the funds, they are the people that started calling our school children, calling them privately, telling them, look, you see, you are hungry. China Sanworu have eaten the money. Mazi Chike doesn't. Oh, they are now cruising in Nigeria, in Abuja. Do you see that? They are agents. And do you know that some of these people, some of them became confused and deceived. some of them become deceived into doing what they are not supposed to do. Some of them derailed and say, "Nah, not true," because they cannot, they can never handle propaganda. Some of them started the Nezuzi. Some of them carry, come out for road, they rob cars, they rob people. Say, "Nah, about like this. Hey, China, someone already go. Nah, use what you have to get what you want." That is propaganda. Our people are too emotional, and that is why they fall very easy prey to propaganda. I have this struggle we are in opened my eyes on the faults, heavy faults of our people. I'm telling you honestly. Before, I never knew this. I thought that our people are wise. I thought that our people are knowledgeable. I don't know that our people are empty. Many are empty vessels, Nothing. Any slightest thing, you twist their brain. They started doubting something they knew they're supposed to be sure of 6 years. They will start doubting. Nah, no smoke without fire. Nah. Once evil man start that, watch him closely. He's going somewhere. He's going somewhere. We are not a people that have iron will. Do you understand? That's why I doubt our people. Our leaders started training us to be iron-willed, so that we can be, even if it doesn't matter whatever happens, we continue in what we believe in. Just like the Southern Sudanese. People that fought for 39 good years. Do you think it's easy to hold on for 39 good years under the onslaught of the real Janjaweed? Do you think it's easy? Do you think it's easy? Do you think it's easy? Or do you think it's easy? People to have because you cannot do it. That is why our leaders started by making sure that we are mentally strong in what we are doing. Not today, IPOB one family. Tomorrow they tell you that the leadership of IPOB, they say they chop money. They have now you yourself, because you are a sentimental animal, you don't reason again. Before you know, you start destroying what you have helped to build, because you are a highly uncontrollably sentimental animal, like my dog. Once he's sentimental, he starts acting aloud. Once anything, every time acting aloud, there is no difference. Remember some of the definitions or qualities of the Fulani. Being cool-headed. Being cool-headed. You can hear a story that people are waiting for you to react very violently. Now you smile. You cool down and sit down. So now, as you are doing that, you are calm and you are thinking calculatively of your response to that situation. You understand? But no way. That is why the Fulani, they have continued their rampage. Do you know what it means for the Fulani to be in complete control today? A fight started by Ottoman Danfodio, their great-great-grandfather, or one of their great-great-grandfathers, in 1804. But do you know today, you see some of us questioning who is our ancestor? That their own time has passed. They don't want to know the vision of our ancestor. No. They don't want to continue about it. No. Do you see the difference? Do you see the difference? Fulanis, they have been fighting jihad in order to make sure that Nigeria, the whole place from that Arewa, because during the time of Ottoman Danfodio, there was nothing like Nigeria. They have been fighting from up till down, and it's a mission. Before he died, he chastised them and urged them to continue this fight till they reach the ocean. And during under the Nigerian setting, it didn't stop them. Imagine it is our people. They say, no, now we are Nigeria, we are a new place, so no need of continuing what all these ancient. That time is old time. Behold, all things are fast away. Now we are in a new period. Everybody, once you talk, you say, no, leave that time. Who is our ancestor self to talk to us? But the Fulani, they maintained what Ottoman Danfodio started in 1804. Who is the wise person? Is it easy? It's hard work. Their hard work is paying. Their discipline is paying. Their experience maintaining their sentiments is paying off today. But whereas you just little propaganda, you fall into pieces. You for saying nah, like that, because you will see our people, you will talk to them, just one small propaganda, they will not even come down to listen to the other side of the story. No, they conclude, nah, yes, because of I don't know, is it hatred of one person? Yeah. You see the way I saw that Chinasa, the way he used to talk, I know he has money, he have been bribed, so I know it. It confirmed to me. People that can never handle propaganda. And you are calling yourself your wise? No. The Fulani, they are they are wiser than you. They are wiser than you. They maintain their fight since 200 years plus till today. They are still, even Ahmad Bello beat them to not let them know, forget that this Nigeria, this new nation called Nigeria, should be the estate of their great-grandfather. You understand? That they should not forget the fight that one of their great-grandfathers started, Ottoman Danfodio. Do you see that? Imagine that it's Igbo people. Any person that make that statement is even Igbo, his fellow Igbo people will kill him. Say, why are you doing? You are going back to our. Say, what happened? You don't see Nigeria. Nigeria is a new place. We have to, we have to be one. So don't remember that. But the Fulani, they continue maintaining that fight started by Ottoman Danfodio in 1804. Won't you admire these people, please? Won't you admire them? Because you cannot be like, you cannot do it. Because if it's you, propaganda would have scattered your brain. Ordinary propaganda. They say, I had it in WhatsApp. Now I had it on social media now, so it's like that. It's like that. Before you know, they turn against what they have even helped in building. That is the worst part of our people's character. They will be building something with you. You think that they are human beings. Be building the suffering, shouting IPOB one from family. At any slightest propaganda, provocation, they will not even mind. They will scatter that thing. They say now, scatter everything. No. Something that have taken them time, money, effort, different things. Because of one useless propaganda, they fall into pieces. Very, very sad indeed. We should remove ourselves from this type of mentality, please. We should. That's why, I don't hide it. I say I admire the Fulani, because you admire the good qualities of your enemy. You say it. I say it. They are focused. They don't care. Even if they have internal problems, do you think the Fulani, they don't have problems? Do you think so? Inside them, they have clans. You know that? Inside them, they have clans. They have different clans of Fulani. Let me tell you. They used to have clashes among them. Don't you know that? But that thing never obstruct them from the overall focus of their great-grandfather, Ottoman Danfodio. But in our own, hey, oh yeah, we fought a war 30 months, and it's finished. It's finished. You can go now. Now stop this thing before you kill everybody. Whatever bishop, now Pope say, they meet our general. Now Pope say, what you are doing, in a makeup and people in the beginning, we mokwaya people. We mokwandi buga mota chindio so hana when just like that. So stop this. And all of a sudden the war ended. And we went back to take our vomit. I never see any type of thing like this in any part of the world. Where a kind of war like this, war of liberation will be fought. People die, which means those people die for nothing. And you see people romancing with their killers, going back to status quo, to zero. Something they should have known that, look, in the next few years, people, this thing, problem will continue. No. Once one Igbo man have comfort, hey, we say all of the comfort, everybody have comfort, so everybody is okay. Once one Igbo man is okay, his whole community is okay, so no problem. He doesn't think about others. Very selfish character. But we have to break this. Our leaders say we are going to wear them down. This generation of IPOB, we are not going. STOP is not in our dictionary because we don't have anywhere. Once we stop, we perish. We don't have anywhere, no back to go. I used to say it. Do you understand? We don't. Stopping is not in our dictionary. As one of our brothers used to say, no reverse gear. We don't have reverse gear. We continue this. If we've died, others take over. And we continue until we get what we want. Our leaders say that we are going to continue until we were beaten down. And they say, nah, listen, give it to them, I beg. Let us allow them. After all, that is how apartheid ended, or was ended. Have you forgotten Britain supported apartheid? Have you forgotten? Britain supported apartheid. Have you forgotten? Many Western countries supported apartheid. Direct and indirect, even including Israel. Do you know that? Do you know that? They were supporting the killing, the massacring of black people. Do you know that? But did he stop them? No, he never stopped them. He never stopped them. They continue until now it became clear to the world that this thing have to stop. It's no more from the old generation. They entered the new generation that there is no way they cannot hide from this. That is how IPOB should be. That is how we are today. We will continue this until we enter into every facet, every conscience of the world. That look, these people, no, there is no way again, please. The only thing is to negotiate for a referendum, finish. That is how South Africa was stopped. Do you think Mandela you are singing today, staying in jail for 27 years, do you think it's an easy job? Do you think that from time to time, as of that time, I know that they will be feeling dejected. Now, is there any way? Some people might be doubting, saying, nah, this thing no road though. Let us find another way. But they say, no, we continue. We continue. They were being slaughtered. Children were being massacred. I'm talking about South Africa apartheid. Have you forgotten? Today you are in South Africa hearing my voice. Because where you always want is what we want is already made. Already made. Do you know how they suffered? Children were mowed down by the police, South African police. Children, school children that were waving banners, were mown down by South African police using guns and bullets. People were slaughtered anyhow, but they continued. It's not something for 1 year, 2 years, for many decades. It didn't until they entered into the conscience of the world that look, it become a problem in the world. They become a problem in the conscience of the world. That is the way we should be heading. Not emotional. Today, once you hear, do you know how many propaganda been spread that time during the South African apartheid fighting or fight against apartheid? Do you know that sometimes maybe they will announce in the radio that Madiba said that no need, the people should stop this quest, that anyway we have to move on. They will spread this different propaganda, but the South African ANC, they say no. The indigenous people, they say no. Remember those that we are killing them, they were Christians, so Huguenots, the Calvinist Protestants. Do you understand that? From Holland, mostly Dutch, the Boers. They were people pursued from Europe because of their religion, because they asked questions against, they protested against the Roman Catholic. So they were seen as a threat in Europe. Many were given leeway to come to South Africa, and there they started killing people. And you are telling me that religion is something we also live? They started killing. Their religion didn't tell them, say, no, this is evil, don't kill people. No. As a believer, because they are born again, don't kill people, don't kill children. No, don't kill children. Bible say no, that they remove anything about Bible, they kill them. But today it's different thing altogether. Very, very sad indeed. We will continue this fight until we wear them down. It doesn't matter until we saturate the conscience of the world that look, it is pure evil what Britain is trying to do. Because what they are trying to do is to bring what you call in Nigeria. Let me tell you, what Britain is trying to do is to bring temporary respite. Beware the gift of Satan, Lucifer, from Europe. Because Lucifer comes from Europe. We don't have Lucifer in our land. We don't have it. They want to bring temporary 4 years or 8 years respite as I give you fake sense of belonging. You understand? The same way they are giving you fake hope always in the church. They want to give you fake sense of belonging. Oh, tomorrow, no onye nke anyị nọkwa n'ọchịchị nna ka anyị hapụ Kennedy's Biafra, nna ka anyị hapụ ka. Then after you don't calculate, after 4 or 8 years, what next? What I'm telling you, maybe later you will remember this broadcast, giving you temporary respite, some temporary solution. We are going for permanent solution. Not temporary, permanent solution. You understand me? That is it. Now, there is something I want to play about this election fever that has been going on, how our leader, this and that. A question has been asked several times, of which I want you to hear this, please, before I say what I want to say. Listen. This is the voice of our leader, please.
Very much for calling. Thank you very, very much for calling. Because there's another thing, it's like a question and like a contribution.
Go ahead.
As they are parading themselves in this 2023 conquest of Igbo president and this, is it not wise enough for us to steal down anything about campaign, anything about whatever that's their ambition in the Biafra land? Because the more we give them that space to do their campaign and do whatever rubbish they are doing, they are thinking that they have arrived. Can't we stop every campaign in Igbo land? Because we are not part of Janjaweed and we cannot allow their campaign in our land.
Yes, it is.
Do you hear what the man asked? It was one of the question and answer series by our leader, I think in 2020 or 2021. Late 2021 or 2020 or early 2021. This our comrade, he asked our leader. He said this 2023 election, Igbo presidency, this and that we are not part of Nigeria election. We are not part of Nigeria. Why should we allow them to be doing campaigns in Biafra land, whereas we are not part of it? That is better we block everywhere. If we see any place they are doing campaign, we scatter it. We should not allow them in campaigns in Biafra land. Now, I want you to listen to what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu answered him, please. I want you to listen. Listen to it, please.
Thank you very much for calling. Thank you very, very much for calling.
Because there's another thing, it's like a question, they have arrived. Can't we stop every campaign in Igbo land? Because we are not part of Janjaweed and we cannot allow their campaign in our land.
Yes, what you have said is absolutely critical. But there is one mistake we don't want to make.
Listen attentively. There is one mistake we don't want to make, please. It's by our leader, Madike. Listen. What is that mistake?
There is one mistake we are not going to make. The mistake is this. You don't know these people. You know that democracy and democratic discourse is a universal concept, or should I say, that is what the West is trying to, should I say, promote all over the world. What they want to do, in essence, is to try as much as possible to say that we are anti-democratic forces. That's what they want to do.
Are you hearing it?
You say to the US, to EU, and all the rest of them that these people do not believe in democracy, you become an enemy of the world. That is why we cannot take that very route. But if they rig any elections that they have, then we have every legitimate.
Do you hear it? Do you hear? I want you to please listen to it again. Listen. It's very, very critical, very important. Listen to it, please. Again, the answer our leader. Okay, let me start afresh without interruption.
Thank you very much for calling. Thank you very much for calling.
Because there's another thing, it's like a question and like a contribution.
Go ahead.
As they are parading themselves in this 2023 conquest of Igbo president and this, is it not wise enough for us to steal down anything about campaign, anything about whatever that's their ambition in the Biafra land? Because the more we give them that space to do their campaign and do whatever rubbish they are doing, they are thinking that they have arrived. Can't we stop every campaign in Igbo land? Because we are not part of Janjaweed and we cannot allow their campaign in our land.
Yes, what you have said is absolutely critical. But there is one mistake we don't want to make. There is one mistake we are not going to make. The mistake is this. You don't know these people. You know that democracy and democratic discourse is a universal concept, or should I say, that is what the West is trying to, should I say, promote all over the world. What they want to do, in essence, is to try as much as possible to say that we are anti-democratic forces. That's what they want to do. Once you say to the US, to EU, and all the rest of them that these people do not believe in democracy, you become an enemy of the world. That is why we cannot take that very route. But if they rig any elections that they have, then we have every legitimate.
Do you hear it clear, please? Do you hear it? This question was asked directly to our leader, please. It was asked directly to our leader. And our leader gave the answer, as you've heard. I will talk about it. Because for your information, in freedom fighting, you consider every avenue. You hardly use the same tactics 2 times. Mazi would have said it here on this hallowed platform. A good commander, you hardly use the same tactics twice against the same enemy, because he will master it. He will master it. Do you understand me? Now, just hold on. Let me just do something. Okay. Now, our leader told him, because the same thing, the same question in the hearts of people. You know, as I said, our people are highly emotional, sentimental human beings that are sometimes unable to control their sentiments. He said, okay, this election, 2023 elections and the campaign, is it not we stop any campaign and say no election in Biafra land, we cannot, no person to campaign, no election in Biafra land? Our leader said, no. What you said is critical. The world order today is ruled by or conquered by the so-called Western democracy. They are in charge of the world. What they are trying to do to promote their version of democracy everywhere around the world. That is the reality. So, our leader answered this, our comrade, direct. He said, if we now start campaigning and say no election in Biafra land, we are not going to partake, we are going no campaign in our land, nothing. The Nigerian government will use all these things as a propaganda and show it to the whole world that look, these people that are talking about Biafra, they are a danger to the world, though they are anti-democratic. They are anti-West, anti-democracy. So there is no way they want to bring another type of thing in this world. Now IPOB will now be made to be an enemy to the whole world. Do you want to be an enemy to the whole world? You see what these idiots that are being used in our land, campaigning, no election in our land, no election in our land. You don't know that you are causing more harm to this struggle than I don't know how to explain this. We are not here to satisfy your emotion. Your temporary doggish emotion. It's not what we are here for. Rather, we are here to get an overall result, positive result. Do you understand me? It is not about your direct emotion. Now this and that. The leadership of this struggle, they will go round and round. You know, they have think tanks. They have political international advice. We have used this no election, this and that. Where did it lead us? In Nigeria, let me tell you, they have 93 or 90 something million voters or accredited voters according to the statistics. Southeast have only 10 million. Do you understand? So-called South have is it 14 million? Now tell me, I want you to just let us reason if If you say no election in Biafra land, okay, will it affect the overall election, Nigeria election? I want in a Nigeria setting, whereby even during the Anambra election, let me tell you what they did. Did you forget when they had is it peace move or something like that, peace meeting? Where even I think Abubakar, all the team, I think Babangida came to that meeting in Anambra, where they agreed among themselves that look, it doesn't matter even if it is 100 people that we saw, that we say that voted, no person will complain. The winner will take the power. Nigeria is a place not like any other country. Nigeria is an oligarchy. Let me tell you, where few group of criminals are in charge, and the reason why they are in charge is because the overall population are not mentally developed enough in order to understand the rule of modern governance or modern democracy. They are not part of the government. The public, they're supposed to be the owner of government, because republic means for the public. But in Nigeria, the reverse is the case. The Nigerians are dead body, dead bodies that don't know that they have the largest part to play in governance. So what happens is this: the few politicians, they are the people controlling. They can agree today. If wars come to wars, they will call themselves from east, west, north, south. The few politicians, and say, look, forget about what all these people are doing. Anything that we see, none of us, okay, none of us should be alarmed. We will accept it. Once they agree among themselves, nothing you can do in the Nigeria city. If you understand, because that was what they agreed in Anambra. Before, I call him. People don't understand what is happening. They just come and with emotion. They say, nah, election. You don't know that you are doing Biafra struggle more harm. You don't know that. That's why it sickens me when sometimes some people will be calling. I am on ground here. I know everything. I laugh. I say, ignorance is a disease. Ignorance is a disease. Do you understand me? Even if you say no election in Biafra land, does it affect that day? They will impose. After all, in Imo, they put to 4th person. Oh, people on the reason they gave order from Abuja through their so-called Supreme Court. Who opposed Odinma is become the governor. What happened to you? You that voted, and what happened? You that is shouting. You don't know that you are being used. Let me tell you, let me reiterate, because I've been saying this. What they want to achieve is two-edged sword. Okay? What they want to, the people that are orchestrating this are the Nigerian government. Direct. They will arm their thugs, come out, the election in Biafra land. IPOB, we are not interested in Nigerian election. We are not interested. What we are focusing on is Biafra restoration. You understand? Referendum. That is what we are interested in. We don't care whether you do election or we don't tell you to go and do election. We don't tell you not to go and do election. Or we are going on our own land. As our leader said. Do you understand me? Do you understand me? What they want to achieve is this. With these people they are arming. Remember, after the election now, which they will rig and put in any person there, because Nigeria, there is no election, it's election. I saw a video on Facebook. Somebody is saying, oh, this is what they gave him, Tinubu gave him. A pack of whether one Indomie, one piece of Indomie, whether 1 kilogram of rice, 1 kilogram of farri. They pack everything inside the box and give to him. And what he did, they collect his, what do you call it? PVC. And recorded all his information and gave it back to him. I said, take care, go. They have settled him for 4 years. Now the person is asking very ignorantly. He said, where are you going to vote for that day? the useless person didn't know that he has voted. As they take your this in, they are going to, duplicate it. And you have voted. Your information is there already. You have voted. Finish. These are, they will write the whole result with your names, everything. Do you see how many people they say they caught foreigners? They caught in, is it in Oyo State? The other day, I read it on this news, on this platform. How many foreigners? They say 100, whether 1,006 or 106. Inside the country. In Oyo, people that imagine how many millions are in the north, are everywhere ignorantly with their PVC, foreigners. And the cost of the immigration that caught them just say, warn them, do you see, don't ever go into Nigeria election. Do you hear me? It's a crime. So focus on what you come into the country to do. You are not a citizen, okay? And they collected this thing, the PVC. What type of a country is that? Do you know that it is a high crime for you, not a citizen, to have the voter's card of that country? Do you know what it means? It's a heavy crime. It's a heavy crime. That is supposed to be pursued to know where these people get it from, because it's genuine. But in the Nigeria case, no. They know. After all, General Rabo said 2/3 of the northern border is porous. And you are doing elections. And you see very primitive Homo sapiens in Biafra land. The election in Biafra land. In your place, in your community, maybe now one in your area, you think that you are in the whole world. What does it affect anything? That day they put anybody they want. What we are urging you to understand is that the leadership of IPOB is on top of the game. They are looking at the overall result, positive result of what we are doing. Not that your sentiments to be satisfied, and tomorrow you are the person that will be yabbing the leadership. No, why am I not doing the other way now? Why am I feel like this? Now see, that is how our people are. When they rig and put the person they want to be put. Now, if our own people, their own candidate didn't pass, they rig him out. They will, now that time they will remind you, they will bring the videos of these people shouting, "No election in Biafra land," burning cars, "No election in Biafra land." They will bring them and say, you are the even BBC will announce it. That time you will see BBC in action. Because all they want to do is to instigate infighting, people to turn against IPOB. They say, no, is IPOB the culprit? It's a problem because they didn't allow people to vote. That is why we fell. That time they turn against us, and when the whole media, even world media, BBC, CNN will be speaking it. What do you think? They will try to kill IPOB, will die natural death. Biafra quest will just die. Say, now if it's like that, we don't want this in Biafra again. If it's like that, okay, they will come and say, let us wait for another 4 years. But IPOB is wiser. That is why, please, do not allow government agents to knock you off course, and you think that you are fighting. You think that you are doing the right thing. That is what you are thinking. You don't know that you are fighting for the enemy. You don't know. But because of your emotion, we never allow you to understand the reality. Because you are indisciplined. Do you understand? You are indisciplined. If IPOB say we are neutral in this election, Leave it like that. Go. That is command and control. Go like that. That is discipline. They know why. They know more than you why it is like that. It is not because you are in your little space and why are they taking an election now? Why? We are not in Nigerian election, please. We don't care who they put there. Just as Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's voice have said, you had it direct. If you understand me, we need to be wise. When you use one tactics once and you see how it goes, you change. That is how to fight. Not the same thing always. Because when you use it, now that time the enemies, they never expected that thing. But you use it by surprise. But after the shock, now they start looking for counter offensive to counter that particular plan. They will be waiting for you to do the same plan, but you change another tactics. That is why freedom fighter, you must be smart. The leadership are smart and wise. That is why, you know, when they see now, you see this sit at home, they have bastardized it. Hey, maybe Chagoya bastardize Oya to the extent that you see our enemy, the Nigerian government, is now using it in order to torture and kill our people, destroy our properties. Do you see how things work? Do you think it's freedom fighting? People that it's the Nigerian government that is forcing and saying, no, you people must sit at home. You must sit at home. They will use it to burn our people's properties, kill our people. Because they have mastered that. But when IPOB tell you, say, no, this thing, leave it. You have overused it. It's no more important. The enemies are using it now. You will stop. But will your sentiment allow you? Because you're a sentimental animal. Uncontrollably so. Uncontrollable. That is the worst part of it. As a human being, your brain neuron supposed to be controlling your sentiment. But in many of our people, no, their emotions are never controllable. Is it not madness? Is it not madness? That is it. So please, do not go and be wiser than the leadership. You know something more than them. IPOB remains neutral. We are not saying no election. We are not saying there should be election. No, we are going on our age, so that tomorrow nothing. Do you see the wisdom? But will you know that? Will you understand that? No, because you're a sentimental animal. That is who you are. And with people, sentimental animals like you, we are going nowhere. Your son, you are going nowhere. You continue after the sentiment and you fell. You say, nah, wow, you regret, and that time it is too late. You have destroyed many things. It's too late. I could remember a few years ago, I saw one video. I think 2 Igbo people, Igbo men, not boys, men, fighting in South Africa. I saw that video. I think a few years back, either 2020 or 2021, I don't know. I've forgotten. They were holding one, saying, no, don't, hey, you take them easy. Oh, Simba, hey, go see this and that. 2 Igbo brothers, Igbo men, now South Africa. Because he becomes sentimental, highly emotional. He can no longer control his adrenaline. It doesn't matter what the person did. That time they were holding him. If he's a person that can control, that controls his anger, you know what he will do? Or say, okay, don't worry. Yes, I say na but that he will save him a lot. But do you know, after he went and carried a stone around there, bam, before you know, he hit the other person, and unfortunately, it touched the head. The man just fell down there and died. Direct. Now, this person that his adrenaline is uncontrollable. That time, people now captured him. Hold him. Now he is suffering. I know he will regret all the years of his life. Even I believe that they say even they burnt his house in the village in Anambra. They burnt his house. I know that his wife, while watching it, he will even leave him and say, "You are stupid." While watching that video, he said, "Look, you are stupid." But that is only thing, only control your emotions and avoid all these things. He cannot do it. He want to show his ego, who he is. Oh, I am this, I am that. How can this person? But once you control that your adrenaline, you put it under control, you never knew what you save yourself. Today, I know the man is in jail regretting, gnashing teeth. Maybe his wife has left him. Say this man is a vagabond. His house or his family, even maybe his business in South Africa, plunder. I said, now this man, he will not come out again. Do you see what your emotion can cost you? Simply control it and just make when need be. You control it. That's it. And save the situation. Save yourself from that situation. That is what we are urging. IPOB. The DOS is wise. For your information, we don't want any person to hold IPOB responsible for anything for their failure tomorrow. We don't want it. All we are focused is we will tell them that, look, we have been broadcasting. No, we don't care about your elections. What we are asking for is a referendum. What else do you want, for goodness sake? Why are you allowing yourself to be used by the Nigerian government in the name of satisfying your emotion? That is rubbish. Do you understand me? That is nonsense. You are just a simple criminal. Torturing the people that we are trying to save. Why not go and fight the bandits in the north? If you block election in Biafra land, do you block election in Nigeria? They impose any person, they put any person they want, and what will you do? You shout tomorrow, they say, get out, you are the cause. So they made your people to rise up against you. And what will you do? That time you start defending. You start calling for DOS. Nah, DOS, Kosamo. And then say this and that. IPOB, we state it categorically that we are not in Nigerian election. Either don't do or do. No. We are focusing on our restoration of Biafra and nothing more. Leave it like that. Stop being tools in the hands of our enemies. Because you don't know above your head. You don't even see anything above your head. What you are seeing is on ground. For you to destroy things, is that what you are saying? We should be wise. This is where I'm going to stop, and I will go into a few minutes break, so that when I come back, I will open the lines so that people will start calling in as usual. Please do not go away. I will be right back. Do not go away.
That North local government area of Imo State, particularly my father's younger brother, Chief Daniel Ila Banafo Ika Agwano Ankodan, who allowed himself to be gruesomely murdered to make sure I'm alive today. May the soul of all the faithfully departed rest in perfect peace. Uncle Dan nurtured me like a son all through his life. He was my most supportive family member, a humble and lovely soul, who without hesitation gave his life that I may live to see this day. We remember Chief Ikechukwu Raymond Ihejirika and Ebuka Echecha,
both of who also fell to the bullet of these terrorists. We also remember those who sustained bullet wounds and whose properties were destroyed and burnt alongside our own during the attack. Today marks the 18th day since the attack, which was carried out on the 3rd anniversary Memorial Day of Hope Uzodinma, when Hope Uzodinma was made the governor of Imo State by people who are not voters in Imo. We have not spoken to the media since the attack, as we are mourning. All through the days of grieving, we saw those who grieved with us and those who mocked us. Permit me to salute all men of conscience and goodwill in Akokwa, of different political parties, tears of blood now flowing into the Atlantic Ocean. We got intelligence that a convoy of assailants was looking for the way to my home. I did not see the message when it arrived because I was discussing with my team. But upon seeing it, I rushed out to inform the security men on duty to reinforce and organize. And while that was going on, I sighted the convoy. But before our security men could react, they opened fire at me. I only narrowly escaped being hit by the special grace and mercy of God. With the security men, we now rushed into one of our houses and formed a defense that they continued to hit on. Thank God we survived. Gentlemen, let me make it categorically clear. I was not attacked by members of IPOB. I was attacked by state-sponsored militia that has semblance with the same team that attacked my convoy on the 23rd of December 2022, which was led by the special advisor to Hope Uzodinma on special duties, Mr. Chinedu, who was seated in a white Hilux van that was used for that attack. It is important that I state this clearly, because Imo, under Uzodinma, is now a society where life is short and brutish. It is now an animal kingdom, and human life has lost all its values. The anarchy in Imo State has now gone out of hand, with different killer groups operating freely. Gallant soldiers and policemen have been fed by bullets of this squad, yet they continue undeterred, while the government of Imo State has continued to politicize the killings without any serious effort to bring it under control, like you all saw in my own case. How did all this Ikenga must die agenda start? Sometime in September, I informed the world of the grand manipulation and compromise of the voter register, a plot now popularly called Amuma Magic. Nigerians would like to note that INEC has since removed over 3 million of such fake names inputted into the register. It has also identified 25 of its staffs who were involved in Amuma Magic and has commenced internal disciplinary actions against them. So when they say that what we said was a lie, ignore them. Following that revelation of the compromise which spanned across 14 states in the country, and my quest for justice and action against those who were involved, the Uzodinma administration became very uncomfortable with me, and they started looking for ways to silence us. They know that if we could have got that information, then we could get more. First, they framed me for terrorism and arson, claimed that I was responsible for the burning of INEC offices in Imo State, that it was from documents I obtained from the burnt offices that I made the Amuma Magic allegation. They also made murder allegations against me. They made several other disgusting allegations. I endured all this and still kept calling for justice for the compromise of the voter register. These allegations were not just rumors. The Attorney General of Imo State made these allegations in processes he filed in court. So this one that the governor has said, that I had meeting with people to stop election in South, still sounds as empty and unintelligent as all the other ones from which we have emerged victorious in court. Unfortunately, despite facts that are public, petitions to security agencies, the internal disciplinary measures by INEC, and other evidences available, the security agencies have not been able to charge even one person to court. This shows clearly that they have backing in high places. However, Nigerians should ask this vital question: how did the people who infused the fake names and photographs without biometrics of individuals in the voter register intend to use this name to their advantage if they have not found a way to bypass the BVAS accreditation process? If they could not have used them, would they have bothered themselves adding those names and photographs taken from school yearbook, almanac, calendars, and obituary record from citizens of other countries? Yet, innocent INEC staff were rather charged to court. These charges have been withdrawn when they could not gather any evidence to back up their business charges. Unfortunately,
Welcome back. This is Radio Biafra HAUSA-SERVICE coming to you through the auspices of Radio Biafra London. My name remains Mazi Jonathan Chinedu from Alo province of Biafra London. We are here live and direct today being the 20th day of February 2023 and Tatabo Obochi Nkwo. Our lines are now opened. Our direct line is +1 213 328 6224. I repeat, +1 213 328 6224. Our WhatsApp, sorry, let me open the line, save the direct line. Sorry, I switched off. It's switched off. Let me open it. Our WhatsApp and Signal line is +61 405 142 547. I repeat, +61 405 142 547. You can call us now and give us your view on the issues discussed. I have a caller already on Signal. Caller on Signal. Can you hear me? You are the first caller. Welcome to the program. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, Mazi, clearly. Good evening.
There, Mazi.
Great Biafrans, I greet everybody. My name is Mazi Joe Agake. I am serving the indigenous people of Biafra as the deputy coordinator of Regensburg units in Bayern, Germany.
Mazi, I don't even know it's you.
It's me. It's me.
Go on.
I'm the one.
There.
Mazi, I want to creep into this talk about propaganda. Our people, I think it's because, one, lack of so many amenities in that jungle is making most of our people not to dig information about current events, what's happening in the world right now, So I think Radio Biafra is a citadel that has been able to open their eyes, more. Mazi, the question is, but what is propaganda? Does our people know the meaning of propaganda? Because Mazi Nnamdi, when he was broadcasting about it, when he said it, I laughed. Because I could remember how this propaganda was used during the Cold War period. This first and second World War, especially the Second World War, Hitler was using his own. The Allied powers were using their own against themselves. It now entered into the Cold period between the Western Bloc against the Soviet Bloc. Now, what is propaganda? Propaganda is the dissemination of information, facts, arguments, rumors, half-truths or lies to influence public opinion. Now, Mazi, do you know that inside propaganda there's what they call disinformation information? Disinformation is false information deliberately spread to deceive people. It is sometimes confused with information, which is false narrative. They give people false narrative, like what you said about Nnamdi Kanu's picture being used. When I heard it, I just laughed. I said, this is pure propaganda. What does propaganda do to people? Propaganda activates strong emotions. People become strongly emotional when they hear things that are not true, but they are emotion. They cannot control it again, just as you have said. Propaganda simplifies information and ideas. Propaganda responds to audience needs. The audience needs at this particular point in time, there is war, there is chaos. Now they are using the propaganda. They serve it as a food to the people that cannot control their emotion. And they take it in hook, line, and sinker. Now, propaganda attacks the opponents. The DSS are using this propaganda even against the Biafrans that the Biafrans, some IPOB members and Biafrans don't even that propaganda. Hey, they gave money to Mazi, Chinedu, they gave money. People don't even sit down to think logically. To sit down and ask questions. They don't. Whatever they hear, boom, they get emotion. They get emotional. They lose themselves. They get lost. Mazi, this is my contribution, just to make people understand, our people to understand that propaganda is war. We are at war. We are at war. They are using propaganda against us. Thank you, Mazi.
There were Mazi. Thank you very much. Propaganda, people that can easily fall to propaganda, you cannot carry them to war, to physical war. Any slightest thing, they will turn around and start killing, and even start killing themselves. Just small thing. Their brains are very light. Any slightest thing, you don't reason like a normal human being. Cool down, maintain your emotion, take charge of your emotion. Now, before you talk, instead, you act. No question. Very, very pathetic indeed. I am joined by Wada Marian. Welcome to the program, Wada Marian. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Good afternoon, sir. I forced myself to come in because I didn't want to lose my thought as you provoked it. Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon, my fellow Biafrans. Mazi, I just want to thank you. My utmost respect to the leadership from Ahmadike 1 to the DOS through Mazi Dozem, all of us. Mazi, you provoke me. Mazi, what you did today is brilliant. I know. I continue to say that, and I mean it, with every fiber in my being. You are brilliant. You're masterful in what you do. But today, I just want to give another notch to you. It's not just the brilliancy, it's the timing. This voice note you played today, Mazi, it is powerful, it's potent. The timing is what is wow for me. Why do I say that? Because this particular voice note at the time, which is today, that you played it, one, we have a brouhaha on the social media of people that have claimed or claiming that they are the people that Mazi Ahmadike handed over the leadership, whether before he was incarcerated or now he's incarcerated. They cannot establish or ascertain that. Another job or another brilliancy in this voice note today is the election of the zoo is coming this week or next week, I don't know. So
this Saturday on the 25th.
It's Saturday. So that is what gave me chills, Mazi. It's not just the voice note, which is powerful. It's a powerful rebuttal, but the timing. Because this voice note, what is it going to do? Somebody that is claiming that Ahmadike handed over the leadership, entrusted the leadership to you. I'm not dealing here with the time, whenever it was, but you do not understand the man's stance on the election of the zoo. How can it be? If this man is the one that handed the mantle to you, if the man is the one that said, now I'm not available, take up the leadership and run the show until I come out, as somebody tried to claim, you should must have known that this is this man's stance on a Nigerian election, that there was a place where he was asked directly his thought, and he said, this is how I stand, which is the stance of DOS today, headed by Mazi Edoziem. That is the brilliance of and the timing of that vocal today. I had chills when you were playing. I said, oh my God. This man is masterful. He's not just in his deliverance, but putting things at the time, because time is the greatest weapon you can use. Because there are information you can bring in. If it's ahead of the time, it will not be useful. If it's late, it will not be useful. Mazi, this is just perfect timing. Now, going to the election. Again, this information is to tell some of us who claim to be confused on the stance of Ahmadike, those who claim that they don't want to pay attention to the instructions coming from our DOS, the head of Directorate of State, Mazi Edoziem, because of whatever personal issue they have with him. But now, the same person that claiming to be their leader because everybody points their hand that they are following Ohamadike, today, Ohamadike has spoken from detention. His voice has spoken loudly. He stands on whatever is going to be on IPOB stands on election. That is why it is so brilliant. It is what we say in our dialect, using one stone to kill, in this case, multiple birds. But let me go to my own argument, Mazi. Mazi, another thing you brought to me today, you provoked me, or you reminded me in this case, I happened to run into a woman from Nigeria. She's an educator. They are here. I met her 2 days ago, and we had a lengthy discussion. And, when she met me, she didn't know I'm a Nigerian. Because, my name cannot give me up. And sometimes when you look at me, you may not really place me because of my profile, the way I look. So, but I knew immediately I saw her that she was a Nigerian. So, being that we were all women, she asked me, immediately I told her I'm Igbo because I knew she was an Igbo woman. So that triggered a conversation. And she told me she's an educator, but I could know she's new in America. I had to guide her in one or two things. So I started asking her, why are you here? She told me they came on a seminar, on a workshop that they are sent to, she's into policy making. That's really what caught my attention. Okay. So she said that here, she told me how they came. The bottom line is that the Nigerian government, I believe now they're trying to clean up their plates, their accounting plates. So they went and sought these people, said whoever has American visa, there's no government that sends people on a mission like that. They look for people who already had existing visa on their own. They galvanized them, brought them on this mission. So that tells you somebody is trying to use this mission, they send them to embezzle money. So, but that's by the way. I asked her, so why are you here? She said that learning this policy because they were sent to 2 American universities so they can learn how to work together, exchange students and exchange lecturers so that they improve Nigerian university. I'm going to cut it short. I said, but ma'am, are we not being delusional? Your universities were on strike for more than 8 months. You don't even have a classroom. You don't even have lecturers. I mean, education is zero. The money they are using in sending you here, why can't you people use it to improve the classrooms, improve the quality of education? I said, I did most of my education in Nigeria. She said, I understand. She agreed with me. I'm going to cut it short. So the discussion pushed us into election. And, she got into this sentiment. I said, ma'am, I don't have a problem with brother will be winning. I don't have a problem. But I say, ma'am, let me give you the scenario you're projecting. Let's put that Obi wins. Who is going to be the men of assembly? I said, do we people understand how a government you have in Nigeria runs? You need people from the 2 houses to support your policy for you to be able to execute it. I said, do you understand that, ma'am? She said, well, I said, ma'am, you're educated. I'm asking you a simple question. Can Obi on his own, no matter how much he wants to do for Nigeria, can he on his own promulgate a policy, pass it to become a law, and adjudicate it? She said no. I said, why are we fooling ourselves? We should be talking about restructuring. We should be talking about changing the policy, changing the constitution. To start with, has nobody on the ground. Let's assume that the British, within whatever they're doing, the to him. The House of Assembly is going to be comprised of members of APC and PDP. The same will be of the Senate. So tell how these 2 parties who will feel now and disenfranchised are going to be supporting Obi's policy. It's impossible. So he's going to be there as a student. I said, that's the argument somebody like me is making. I don't hear him. He has nobody, even on community level, that is a member of Labour Party, that is going to win this election to help him to execute whatever policy he has. So even if he wins, he's going to be anything. I said, ma'am, I'm going to end there, Mazi. I said, ma'am, I heard Governor Autumn. I said, listen to him. He came out like he's throwing his weight behind Obi. I said, that is the fallacy that's playing with you guys, the illusion. But on the same breath, he said, apart from a presidential candidate, that they should vote from governorship down for his own party, which is, I believe, is PDP, but only vote Peter Obi as the president. Now, you're going to put him there, but he has no support, he has no backbone, he cannot make any policy, he cannot create. Even if he wants to go on fiat, which is what you call veto, he can only do veto for there are certain things, policies you cannot veto. You cannot do your veto or initiate your veto policy. Because even without the fiat, laws, even if you do it, the next person will undo it. Mazi, it has a just thank you, Mazi. I'm just going to leave it here. God bless. I'm going to leave it here. I have so much running in my head. I'm so excited.
Of course.
Thank you, Mazi. Thank you.
Of course. The issue is Indian Agua Otakwa. That is where my concern is. Indian Agua here. Did they understand at all? Did they understand all these things, how things work? What matters is their emotion, to satisfy their emotion, nothing more. After tomorrow, everybody will start shouting again. Hey, why not solve this issue once and for all? That is our argument. Solve the issue once and for all. Not, postponing our sufferings all the time, postponing our sufferings, making it to look like, okay, postponing it for 2 days, and after, once we are satisfied with the emotions, now we wake up into reality. The same way people do in churches. You go to church, they give you anesthesia. They give you drugs so that, for you to forget about the reality you are facing. But when you move out from there, lo and behold, you are facing the reality. That is what we are not into. We don't want to be like that, IPOB. We are facing the reality square. No matter how bitter it is, we continue, persevere consistently, like the ANC of South Africa, until victory became theirs. That is what we are saying. Caller on signal, you have been there 10 minutes. Mazi, can you hear me?
Yes, Mazi Jonathan. My brother, good evening from here.
There, Mazi.
May Chukwu Kikabiama continue to enlarge your coast, give you this wisdom that you continue to do the needful. Mazi Nwachine Kekebo. Fellow Biafras, lovers of freedom, my name is Mazi Akas. I'm calling from Austria. And by the special grace of Eze Chukwu Kikabiama, I am the IPOB Austria National PRO. Mazi Jonathan, chai. The doors are wise. Believe me, the doors are wise. When these people look the whole, these shenanigans these people are doing in the zoo, they decided to do exactly what they learned from their leader and come out openly and announce to the whole world that our hands are not in this election. You can do whatever you want to do. It is not IPOB under the leadership of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and TOS led by Mazi. It has nothing to do with us. If you like, you can go and vote. If you don't like, don't vote. It is not our problem. Our problem is give us a date for referendum and release our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, just as their court have granted him discharged and acquitted, and they are still holding him unlawful. They are still holding him, a man that has been released by a Nigerian court. They are still holding him incommunicado. This is what DOS told the whole world, so that tomorrow when they are crying in that zoo, all of us will fold our hands and will be watching them and be telling them, "Oh, we told you and you didn't listen." Our people, sometimes when you see these people, that this government are using one mold, trying to confuse their brain, trying to tell them one thing that will be able to suit them, and to go and scatter, destroy, do that, kill people, and you begin to wonder, you that are supporting these people that are asking you to go and do this, burn houses, burn electoral centers, go and kill police, you that are supporting them. If your brother is a police and they kill your brother here, how will you feel? Even if we know you are, even if you're a Biafra and you hear that they brought your own brother, that we know all of them are corrupt, and they kill your brother. Even if your brother will not be corrupt as a police in Nigeria, but as long as that person is your blood, you must feel that you lost somebody. IPOB, we are not killers. We are here to save our people. This is why when they kill our people in the poor, killing Aba, killing Ugota, killing the Henry Donita, killing us to protest, our leader decided to say, okay, I don't want them to kill our people again. Sit at home in some certain area that you know that when you took that direction, it can be able to eat something. It can be able to bring a very big sound to the world to know that we Biafrans don't want to stay in Nigeria again. Our leader called for no voting in 2019. But as an intelligent man, at the end, he decided to call it off because one or two things he asked them to reach with him. Then I decided to do it. And then he said, you cannot go and vote because you know the importance of going on a way that at the end of the day is going to hit what you are doing at the negative side of it. When we say we don't want to go into this thing you are saying today, and Mazi, thank you so much, Jonathan, that you played the voice of our leader, that those of them who are supposedly following this idiot, that the government, the so-called government of Nigeria, most especially the politicians in the East, trying to use a move to tell them, don't go, don't do this, don't. They put a sit at home from 23rd of February till 20th. You begin to ask, is this people normal? And you see some people living here in this Western world, so-called our brothers, supporting idiots, supporting evil that the politicians are committing in our land. They are supporting it. Suffering our people. Now they cannot even give our people money. Their money is in the bank. They can't have it to eat. And you want to tell the same people to go and sit at home for complete 1 week? Upon the suffering they are suffering? Which type of... Can you Mazi, believe me. And anybody supporting evil in this struggle we are. Anybody doing anything that will affect our leader, Mazi, Nnamdi Kanu, anybody who are more in this thing we are doing, I say may the life of that person and the life of his family continue to be like Nigeria till the kingdom come. Because we are tired of Nigeria. We are tired. Look at how we are scavenging all over the world. While God Almighty gave us a land where we're supposed to be living like kings and queens and princes. Look at our situation all over the world. This is supposed to leave us to have we are tired, Mazi. We can't lie. We are tired of Nigeria. But you can bless you watching it.
There war.
Continue your good work.
There war. You know, there is something people should understand. Leadership is something that, you know, there is how you have to look at leadership. They have information at their disposal more than you. And that vast information at their disposal helps them to take decisions. That is why it is good when they tell you go, you go. Stop, you stop. There is something they say, stop asking, why are you telling us, oh, you have been sold, oh, you have sold us, oh, this and that. No, there is something they saw. They tell you, stop. After rectifying everything, they say, okay, let us go. Turn left. And you turn. After turn right, you turn. That is it. Because the leadership understands things. They know things that you don't know. There are things you don't know. Maybe you are seeing their commanders and now here how they come, but there is something they know. There are things they know you don't know. And there is something they want to achieve. For you, you are looking at your own peripheral, your own, sphere. Only that place you see. You understand? Maybe you enter into bus and you were discussing with somebody and what he tell you. If the leadership is doing that, look at somebody I saw in bus, look at what he said today. You are seeing the whole thing with the discussion you have with somebody in the bus. But the leadership is seeing it from the whole world point of view. Not only in Biafra land, not only in the wider Nigeria, not only in Africa, but the whole world, how things are working. But you want them to minimize, to break themselves, make themselves that little, to be seeing things in your own, that myopic view, only that you are sphere, that maybe 100 meters square that you are, the way you are seeing it. Now, but I'm to tata. Now the discussion I have with one man. Now he can't go DOS, this and that. No, you have to take charge of your emotions. Do not allow propaganda to strike you off, because the leadership know what they are doing. It doesn't matter the attack. You understand? We must continue. We must continue. I have a caller on WhatsApp. Welcome to the program. Can you hear me?
Yes, Mazi, can you hear me too?
Thank you, Jonathan. How are you?
See, welcome to the program.
Yes, Mazi.
Okay, thank you very much.
Can you hear me?
My name is Chukwu Emmanuel. I'm speaking from my location. I greet you once again, my Jonathan, for your topic this evening. I greet my leader, our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The whole evil things that is happening in the whole world, especially in Nigeria. You talk about propaganda. One thing is this: anybody
Caller on signal, can you hear me? I don't know.
Hello, Mazi Jonathan. Good evening, sir.
There, welcome to the program. Please go on.
Can you hear me, sir? All right. Mazi Jonathan, my name is Mazi Fine. Mazi Fine is calling from his location. Mazi, your topic this night is very, very wonderful. I want to tell our people to endeavor to listen to the Biafra and also take instruction from IPOB leadership. DOS are wise. I never see, the type of people before. They are the wisest men. Our leader selected these honorable and respected men. I'm urging our people to listen to them. Whatever the instruction that the DOS give is for our own good. Don't encounter it. Don't start slashing your body that they are not doing well. These men, they are the men of honor. These men, they are the men of integrity. Mazi, I'm telling you the fact. The propaganda of this Nigeria government to make sure that our name are being spoiled, that the world will be seeing us as an enemy of progress of democracy. That's what Nigeria government want us to look like. But thank God for the leadership, IPOB leadership, all Mazi Chike Odeze, Mochina Sonwori, all of you people, we stand at una back. I'm on the ground. I'm on my location. We can never fall out, and we must obey any. And the God will continue blessing you. Mas, I don't have much thing, but just to advise our people to continue taking any instruction from the leadership, because those men are wise men. They are leading us well. They can. In short, if you refuse to, if you refuse or take any other form outside the structure, you are doing yourself. Because Jews know everything. They know the game, and we must abide and follow them. Mazi, let me stand from here. Thank you, Mazi. May God bless you. Once again, my name is Mazi Ifeanyi. Good night, Mazi. Good night.
Sorry, I'm very sorry because I was taking charge of some things at the background, honestly speaking. That's why everywhere, I don't know. Caller on Mazi, Mazi, can you hear me? You have been here since 13 minutes.
Can you hear me as well?
Yeah, the whole world is hearing you. Please go on, please.
Thank you very much, Mazi. My big brother Mazi Jonathan. This is your brother Ugo calling from UK. I salute you for your courage and the good job that you are doing for Biafrans all over the whole world. And then I appreciate Onyendu. I say, man, then we'll guide and protect him anywhere he is. And the HODOS and DOS, all the principal officers and Biafrans at large that are working assiduously to make sure that we regain our land and regain the freedom, and to make sure that we go back to the ancestral land that was given to us by Chukwu Kabiama, not by any man or woman. We don't know who from Rashore or Lugard is. We have no idea where these people came from. And they came and say, you, Nigeria. And then that is where I begin to ask myself, our ancestors, when they were amalgamating us, putting us into this Pagmaya, I don't know why our ancestors did not wipe them. Kwa has stroke.
No, Mazi, can I say, Mazi, just hold it there. Let me say something. Do you know that the person that helped Lugard to commit all these atrocities is an Igbo man? He's Azikiwe's father. Do you know that? Obededom Azikiwe. You know that he helped Lugard in order to trick chiefs to sign something, to print on English, something they don't know. He interpreted another thing to them. Our people should understand. What we say here is gospel. It doesn't matter how bitter. Our people, this Azikiwe's father, helped in putting us into this quagmire that is consuming us today. Truth to be told. It is not even. It is. I think. What is this king of Bonny? That said, no, I cannot sign this thing. What am I signing to be? What is this? Now the man told both south and north. Obededom Azikiwe did it. He helped Lugard in order to form this amalgamation, to sign and say, okay, you become one country. Okay. That is the reality. It's a historical fact. That is why now the British say, okay, these people, you will be the sacrificial lamb in this Nigeria. That is the reality. But we will not be suffering for the sin of one person. We will not continue accepting this suffering from the or for the sin of one person, one single individual, the father of Azikiwe, because he's forming Nigeria. You see how some of our people are selfish. He is helping this white to form Nigeria so that it will be for his son. Just like the inheritance of his son Azikiwe to be the president. That is why Azikiwe, above all else, he didn't want to understand anything. All that matters to him to be the president of that brave big place that his father helped to form. People can form one day. Mazi, please go on. Go on.
Yes, Mazi, it's very, very sad that we find ourselves into this quagmire. Very, very, very painful, and then our people are being killed in the hands of the people we don't know who they are. Sometimes I just can't get it. But we must continue. That is why when Onyendu remember Nnamdi Azikiwe, he goes mad. When he came on board, he wants to say something regarding that man. He shielded him. That man, and today you can see the family of Nnamdi Azikiwe is nowhere to be found, because yes, they can. Of course, they can't even. You can't even hear them in anything they are doing today in Biafra. Have you ever heard they say that this is Azikiwe family? They're coming to occasion. Have you ever heard them? Because the history have let us to understand that so that is exactly what is happened. Both of the ones who, like Agadawa Shuruzo, some of them they changed their surnames because they know that they have sinned against the gods of the land. Just the way we are telling our people, don't look at Biafra land, you think that you can commit any atrocity. And then you think that that land, that Biafra land, you don't know what is inside. If you remember one certain time, our leader was telling us, everybody, that is Arab, everybody. There is something he know, we don't know. But somebody who is from nowhere, for Futangela, will give you money to go and kill your own brother. Your own brother, in the name of you want to serve politicians, you want to protect their stupidness. Look at Ekramadu today. Just look at Ekramadu today. Ask yourself, where is Ekramadu today? But that is a topic for another day. Mazi, I just want to say something. It's not that we don't know what to do. We are trying to guide our people in times of like this. Some people think that when the DOS are telling us stop, when they say stop, you stop. When they say move, you move. There is a reason why they are saying all those things. Mazi, I hope I'm coming out clear. So when they are guiding this struggle and they are guiding us, don't forget that these men you see, they are the people that makes the law that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is moving around with. So how come now that he's not around? Everybody, some people, anyway, these people are not part of us. They are just waiting for this opportunity to start showing their infiltrators. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu make us to understand that they are showing their ugly head, and we are identifying them. The vultures are gathering, and we are identifying them. If such a thing did not happen, somebody that you are him and eating in the same plate, shouting "Oh hey Biafra" on one also, you never know. If somebody told you that tomorrow he will turn to something that don't have break, do you know that name they call themselves autopilot is a curse? Do you know?
Mazi is the Nigerian. Please, is the Nigerian government that is orchestrating everything. Please. Is the Nigerian government.
So that name alone is a curse. I have heard that some of them, when they come online, if they call them that name, they try to touch that they don't want to answer it. But you are going to answer it because you have tagged yourself with that name. So, Mazi, I am going to tell our people something right now. In terms of this election that is coming in 5 days, the reason why we are shouting is not because of we don't know what to do. We know what to do, but let's tell our people something. You see this Western world that we are calling to come and save us. They are killing us. They are doing this. They are doing this. Let me say something here. It's not that America is not watching what is happening in Nigeria. They know. They know exactly what is happening there. Are you aware that if 2 days ago or 3 days ago, the 7 panel judges that put this criminal in Imo State, some of them were denied visa to go to America. Man, say, am I right or wrong? So ask yourself, the 7 panel judges that give Hope Uzodinma the mandate of making Hodia, some of them want to come to US for an assignment, for a program of judges something. They were denied visa. They were denied visa. Now, ask yourself this question. Did you think that America did not know that IPOB is shouting that look at what they are doing to us and Hope Uzodinma is killing our people? They know. Why am I saying all these things? I'm saying all these things. If they can deny these judges visa, which means they are aware that this man did not win the election. They are aware, fully aware. Even British is aware. Now, that is I'm coming to the reason why I'm saying all these things. I'm saying it because the reason why we said, don't come here and shout no election, or go to Biafra land and shout no election. No, that is not what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu stand for. Because the reason why you see all these things are happening, these infiltrators has been paid. There is a reason why we are asking our people, stay away from these people. Because you know what they want to do. If this election that you see now, we all know what is going to happen. We don't want to bear any blame. We don't want them to blame us in anything. Because we ourselves and the DOS already, they know exactly what is going to happen. You know why? This is election. It's not this is a presidential election, not governorship election, not local government election. Because they all now, Nigeria have destroyed himself by themselves. All eyes now is in Nigeria. As I'm talking to you, all eyes is in Nigeria. Do you know why all eyes is in Nigeria? Let's not use our hand to spoil something. Our people, I'm talking to our people. Let's not use our hand and spoil something that were the case that we have bid, that we know that we are going to win. We know. The DOS know that we are going to win. How are we going to win them? By the time this election, whatever they decide, how it goes, if Obi wins and they do it like a Hope Uzodinma. Now, this is where the DOS is going to come out and write letters to the whole world.
Mazi, whatever the issue is this. Mazi, please round up. The issue is this.
Yes.
The command there is IPOB, we are not interested in Nigerian election. We are not for or against. Whoever they impose here, we shall see how it goes. Finish. Period.
Yes.
Our people should understand, should know how to be disciplined. That is it. So please, Mazi, please go on, round up, please. Round up.
Yes, Mazi, let me round up. We want to use it to set an example. We know what is going to happen already. We are not against you voting. We are not against you not to vote. It's entirely up to you. They say it's democracy. That is why we want to stay neutral, so that they won't blame IPOB, because this is where they are coming. Now, we want to show the whole world that the problem is not we that is fighting to get our freedom. That the problem is Nigeria, which they know. After this, their rubbish they want to do, we don't want to take any blame. That is why Mazi said we want Biafra land to be calm, because he made it clear. There is a reason why he said it. Because anyhow he goes, this election goes, whether he win or whether he lose or whether he win or they deny him or, then that is going to justify the cry of IPOB since 2004, 2010. It's going to justify our case, so that when anything we do,
thank you very much. Our people should understand how to obey, be disciplined. There is one character I see in our people, and let me tell you, It is not only, I think Britain saw this character, sometimes it's disgusting. In a very important issue, there will be a command, don't do this. Others will restrain because the person in command know why he says so. Obey before complain. But some of our people, why do you tell me? Look at I want to cross there. Why are you telling me not to cross? My leg already, I can jump it. Don't worry. Why? They start asking, why? For you to tell them. Whereas he knows that if you are going, as you are going there, you want to jump, enter there. There is a serpent. There are serpents there to bite you. But he wants you to reveal to him instead of obeying and say, okay, stop. You stop. In a situation like this, a structure. Say, don't do this. Hold on. There is a reason. I'm not saying it out of just saying sake. It's a structure. It's a structure. It has direction. It has magnitude and direction. It has information. It has plans and tactics. But when you say go, people, why are you telling us to go? We have to stay here. We never chop. Let us eat first before go. No, move. Maybe they saw that there is a missile that is already on air trying to land. He said go, but there is food on fire. Please, why are you telling us to go? Look at these people. You want us to suffer. Why is the leadership telling us to go? Whereas we have been hungry for the whole 2 days and we are now cooking food here. And you tell us, he said move, everybody move, go, leave the food, go. There is a reason. Because they saw missile coming on air. In only a few minutes, if you don't go, it will destroy you. You will no more be hungry forever. You will die. Do you understand me? But our people will start. They want to know why do you tell us to go, whereas we are hungry? And if the commander starts explaining, before finishing the explanation, everybody will die. The bomb will land. I'm giving you example. We should all be wise. That is why our leader has been, talking about discipline. You understand? Caller on, let me see who has been here first. Caller on WhatsApp, you have been here for going to 19 minutes. Caller on Signal, please hold on, I'll come to you. Caller on WhatsApp, can you hear me?
Yeah, Mazi.
There, Mazi. Welcome to the program.
Thank you. My name is Chukadibia from Imo State here in Biafra.
Mazi, I don't know. Kuoku Biafra, Biafra, please. Talk like a lively person. Yes, there will go on.
I want to advise my fellow Biafran that this guy called Eba.
Mazi, please, I don't want to. Mazi, please, in my program, I don't entertain whatever that is up. We have blown that shit into big proportion that is worrying everybody. Please, if you don't have any other thing to talk, I don't want to mention that name. What is happening is directly from Nigerian government. From the Igbo politicians, that is what is happening. I don't want any person to call here to start telling me this and that useless name. I don't want to hear it, please. We have blown this piece of shit into a very big proportion that is worrying us. Something, things he can do and things he cannot pull out. And, we don't know that bad publicity is even publicity. That is what is worrying us. Mazi, please, I don't want that. Don't ever mention that name again here. Please, go on, please.
Okay. I want to advise my fellow Biafrans to please listen to DOS, because this is a structure put by our leader to run the day-to-day affairs of Biafrans. So deviating from their orders, like not listening to them, it may cause harm because they are wise. Yeah, they are wise. They are not foreigners, they are our brothers. So they should listen to them so that they don't get hurt, because it is their life they are trying to save. They are the leadership. So they shouldn't bring this Nigerian mentality, not being, this is not anarchy. So they should go by the instruction. Everything has reason. They have reason of giving them instruction what to do and what not to do. Listening to them is like listening to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Loving them is loving Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and loving themselves also at the same time. So they should listen to them. They cannot come online and be shouting DOS are wise, DOS are wise. DOS are wise, you don't listen to them. Then where is their wiseness? So they should always listen to them and obey their instructions. Mazi, can you hear me?
There were.
Because in that oath is to listen to DOS. So I don't see the reason why they shouldn't listen. So let them abide by the rules and not deviate. Because if you deviate, you are not in Nigeria.
Thank you very much.
Because you can't be under somebody and you don't listen to that person. And you say you are supporting Biafra. It is a lie. Because Nigeria is anarchy in nature. It is a lawless place. So disobeying DOS is you are just destroying it. That person is destroying everything. So that's my little advice.
There were. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. We must continue. Caller on signal, can you hear me? Welcome to the program.
Mazi Udechukwu today imego Mazi obi juru m na aṅụrị. We are like I will buy n'aka Chukwu n'aka okike. Everything is in our disposal. When this Mazi program that you just played today, just as you know, where they had taken back with the that's the no to get but we are here. You know, one of the good thing that happens to this our generation is the coming of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and the establishment. You know, I'm happy, just like myself as I'm here. All the things that I've known today, you know, what this place have moved me to be. I got my good now. Neither will I get it from the zoo university. Here I am, you know, a weapon. You know, I just thank God for making me part of me being part of this struggle. For their election is part of our, you know, one of our weapons because they will definitely fail. You know, okay. Well, we know how they will end. That is why we will remove our leg and be watching them. As I now know why Mazi was shouting is that whatever they said is final. Whatever they said is final. Whatever they said is final. Even when I heard that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped, you know, my hobby is actually skip them. But you know, at the process of this struggle, I've learned to, you know, play calm even at the most difficult time. But as I continue, I started seeing that one I have not even heard about Mazi Chinedu or one of these people. But now I've seen that man when you know, we are intact. God bless them. I know that it's never our own power, neither by our own strength. It is God that doeth all of it. Even where we are today, you can see with little resources, we are crumbling the zoo with all the giant chicken. We are crumbling them. Mazi, it is a Biafra restoration. There is no going back in it. DOS have done us proud. I'm telling you, is even a good thing because it has helped to shaping every IPOB member. They say love the tough people do. Unlike surrounding magnet, Biafra. You don't know all these people that is showing themselves now. They have been in this struggle. Yeah. look, whatever you are, you definitely show as time goes on. Then when she just as you know, I am here, we are not disciplined. But when it comes to making paper money, I will we are pro on that one. If you know, when you come one near Putanozo, you don't see people that they do take and every all this what they call him, but a lot of most of them they are of the same brother or the same blood. So we are good at that. But this thing that happened, just bring them out, and it's good. You will see at the end of this whole shenanigan, you will see that IPOB will be rock solid. Even a manogina asking in mass. Don't you know that they even love good things than me and Monagin? In no distance time, you start seeing them. Because if you check the whole world, there is no decent, no truthful organization that is like IPOB. Fully dedicated for the liberation of as in its people. Without look, just look at my every evening you are here, plus other things that you do. Selflessly, for no gain, for no any personal gain, then how can God not use us and work? I'm saying that fund moral Nnamdi Kanu as in blessing, is when God look at people around, He always find who to use. I has brought him, and I've dedicated. I mean myself, I've dedicated my life, my resource, everything, my bone, everything that is. Even I used to tell the zoo that they should even be glad that they have people like IPOB. If it's just I know okay when I want anyway end. But we know that we have a very wise leader, which if they tell us to go, we'll go. They tell us to stop, we'll stop. Mazi I've not seen this kind of people before. I'm not praising them, but I'm telling them what they are doing presently out of this world. The zoo is crumbling. Don't mind all these things that they do is just to back. Let them go and look for more people, get more money. They are even exposing themselves to the world. Because what if I just became married all these things, don't you see the Nigerian government, they don't even know how to act. All these are 1940 tricks. We have grown more than that, right? Just a list of recent, they just went and hacked Aquamaz and Nadikan, so you have to pity. I said, me put a video. Don't you see Mazi? Oh, this is clothes he has been putting on. You know what they would have done? I say, Mazi, more wisdom, Mazi, please. Look for more of this very thing you just played this evening. I think I'm going to more so here I will
Thank you. The one thing I used to ask people is this: do you think that I want to know the motive of IPOB or the leadership of IPOB is just to scatter without no result? Do you think that you will be more than them in scattering? Do you know how restraints they have been exercising? Just to organize, because what we want, what IPOB wants is result, that focus, that result, end result is what matters, not how you will feel, not for you to see that hey, na emotion, but after it ends there. After it ends there, nothing again. That your emotion. After when that emotion departs from you, you will be the person start crying and blaming even the leadership. Why did they take this decision? It's for them now. It is the Nigerian way of thinking. Today, everybody is electioneering fever. Election. People that are drunk, they are drunk with the election. They don't care again about anything. What matters to them is election. This Tinubu. Atiku. Peter Obi. Kwankwaso. This and that. They don't care. They don't care to go down and say no. Let us reason. Do you think that the IPOB would be like that? If we are like that, then what is the need of us trying to make a change to restore a nation, a different nation? If we should be like that, what are you? Is it only just anarchy, just like that, without no result? Do your people think at all? Caller on WhatsApp, welcome to the program as I'm heading towards the end of this program. Caller on WhatsApp, can you hear me? Please go on.
I can hear you, sir.
There we go.
Thank you very much, my dear brother Mazi Chinedu. I remain Mazi Milimanugo, calling from United Arab Emirates. Mazi Jonathan Chinedu, your topic always a wonderful, your message always a wonderful, because Chukwu Kikabiam, well, prepare your people for this journey. I want to use this opportunity to thank our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, our Messiah, and to thank our HODOS, all the principal officers, our ESN, our media warriors, and the IPOB all over the world. Umuchineke. Mazi Jonathan Chinedu, I want to start where you talk about Fulanis be unite and pursue their quest, never look back. You know, it's more than 100 years now, or I don't know. These people have started to pursue their quest of Islamization that their forefather Osman or their father bring to them. And they never look back. They continue to pursue it despite the obstacle. They never give up. Now, how many years that our leader came out that we will be free from the zoological republic, from the hell that called Nigeria, from British continent called Nigeria, is up to 12 to 13 years now. And some of our people are backsliding, are talking the way they like, never respect the leadership of this struggle. It's a very shameful thing. I don't know why the life of our Igbo people used to be like this. When I say Igbos, Ijos, Ibibio, all the ethnic that made Biafra, you know, this caliphate, you know, all of us as Igbos. That is why I put Igbo in front of it. You know, one of our brothers that said something, said something some months ago when the Yorubas are demolishing the property of our brothers in Abulado, in Lagos State. Our brothers said that Aburibo, Babulunzus. And if you look very well critical on it, I'm also Igbo, but we Biafrans, we IPOB says the truth. We believe that Igbo Nweze, and that is the bad statement that our people always say. Igbo Nweze. Fulani have their own king. When they said something, everybody follow the rule. Also Hausas. Why can't we follow the rule that our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu Messiah laid down for our own good? Do you know our people, my fellow Biafrans, without Biafra we are nothing. Only Biafra nation is our life. That is why we must do everything possible. I said everything possible. Even before you put any project, Biafra Freedom must be the first project that we put online before any other project. Before you think bringing your money, sowing seed to the Rome, to that man they call Pope in Rome, that didn't care about the killing or the suffering that we are suffering in that area called Nigeria. You will first of all think about your freedom. Think about supporting great IPOB. Before you think sending your money to England for the Anglican Church, for the Bishop of Canterbury, you think first about the future of your children yet unborn. My fellow great Biafrans, why do you want to destroy your future? You know, sometimes when you start to fight this movement, you will think that you are fighting Chinedu or the principal officers. You are fighting your future. You are destroying your future. You are sabotaging your generation. You are slaving yourself to be a slave in that evil contraction called Nigeria forever and ever. That is why when I see all these politicians in Biafra land, I laugh at them because they don't know what they are doing. They don't know what they are doing. If they know what they are doing, all of them will support this quest of freedom of Biafra for the future of their generation. Because there is no future in that evil contraction called Nigeria. All these politicians that you people are supporting now, shouting election, after 8 years, what will you people do again after 8 years? That is why we IPOB, we don't have anything to do with Nigeria election. What we are pursuing is the freedom of Biafra. What we need is referendum, because we know what they are doing in that evil contraction called Nigeria is selection. It doesn't matter the crowd that are following you. The crowd that are following you, it doesn't matter. Now, as they are about to dribble you people now, will you, the youth of that evil contraction, carry a revolution out? Or you enter into coma again and they be slave for another 8 years of suffering? Open your eyes. Every indigenous people in that evil contraction called Nigeria need a freedom. Every indigenous. Nigeria is not for good of everybody. Because Fulani Caliphate, Fulani terrorists are running that evil contraction called Nigeria for the evil British. That is why every indigenous in that evil contraction need freedom, and then you need to rise up now. You can see what is happening now. You cannot be able to access your money, and then the wars are coming. If you didn't end Nigeria, Nigeria will end you.
There was.
Chinedu, thank you for
there was.
Continue a good work, one day. But you want them to continue to bless you with wisdom, and they all our HODS. Thank you very much, sir.
There were. I think caller on signal. Maybe you be the last caller. Or let me see. People are still calling. Honestly, caller on signal. Mazi, can you hear me?
I can hear you something clear, Mazi. Good evening from here.
There were Mazi.
In fact, you remember a little bit so that people will call. We like to hear your voice and everything, analysis and everything. It's very, very.
Mazi, let me tell you. Betano. Okay, my
You know, sometimes when we are off from the work and maybe we are home, we have nothing to do again. Not to put our ears on Radio Biafra to listen. And the one thing very important about Radio Biafra is that any day you listen to Radio Biafra, there's something you must learn. Very, very important, either from the caller or even you that analyze. So these are the things about what we are doing, and it's very, very important. Having said this, Mazi, thank you for your analysis today and what you have played. The issue we have is that our people start from the childhood. We are not trained to process information that came around us.
We are trained like people from the streets. So because of the society we are living in, sometimes I tell people that the area environment you will live, if you don't change the environment will change you. And it's likely that the environment changes you because it takes almost 80% to change your way of reasoning, your way of doing things. And that's the cause of the whole problem. So we are trying, and through what we are doing and what we are talking, to see whether we can be able to revive our people from such mentality and the attitudes. One thing I want to say, let me start from Saturday. Saturday I tried to make call, but I couldn't because your broadcast of Saturday was the radio was cutting off and coming in again. There are things you analyze on Saturday. Maria Hedda used to say that when the British, when they are leaving, they hand over to Funani. To me, that is understatement. Because from what you read on Saturday also, which I wanted to comment before you read that thing, was that the Britain, you analyze about the colonization, what it means is to establish control. And that is what they came to do. They never came to live with us forever. They only have the administrator, but they have already established that control. That is, what is that control? They establish money, establish system of government that is foreign to us, establish everything. And under that establishment is what Nigeria is beckoned today, to move their system of government. They have never changed of their own, the system of the parliament and everything. This is the establishment they want. So they never go. That's my point. They never go. They are still there because that establishment they laid down is what controls us. Never you think that the ambassador they have in Nigeria is to give visa. That if that is the reason, they will not be in Nigeria. They are there to control you. Whatever you are making your policies in the government, they will be in the mix to study what you want to implement, and once it is against their what they want, their interests, they will go back and write to the respective governments, and they'll find one way or the other to destabilize it. And that is what is happening to us. So now the Britain never go. In any place they are, such like Nigeria and Africa, they never go. Even France, they are still there because they are working with the establishment. Even France that established monetary issue in the CFA, could they let Africa, those who Africa got to remove themselves from CFA now? They can't, because that establishment is what is holding them. So they are being controlled. The same people are still there. That is bygone anyway. So what I want to say today's program, what you said about our people, what our leader said, actually our people are being so much emotionally controlled by emotions. They don't think, especially, I call this generation, I call them alcoholic generation, because they often taking more alcoholic than thinking. Because once you take alcohol, that's part of brain that it goes. It will agitate that brain. Whatever they did here today, you will see them, witness them, but they can never remember anything. That is why we have functions of brain. Our people, even here, when you tell them, even those, there's one thing they borrow to intimidate us. Let me tell you, my brother, before I drop. You know, in Igbo land, we respect elders, we respect senior person. Anybody that's senior, you respect him. So these are our brothers and sisters, those that are outside the struggle, or even those that are doing something somehow. They borrow this adjective to qualify their stupidity. Whenever you want to tell an Igbo man something, first of all, three things we look upon: age, money, and education. He can't even think whether what this person is talking makes sense to him or not. He look upon that he know you didn't go to school, or he know you, he never go to university. Therefore, so whatever you are telling him, he doesn't value it because he know better than you. That is the way, one of the things. The second one is when he know that he is richer than you, then he will think that he doesn't have brain. If you have brain, you could have been rich.
Then the third one is age. When you look at you are younger than him, he tell you, some people now when I talk to them, they say, were you born during the Biafra war? Were you born? And one day I counted one of them. I said, my brother, me looking at you, you're not up to 55 years. So how come you go to the war? He said, no, I witnessed the war. So then you witnessed the war. How old are you then? He said it was 4 years. I burst laugh. I said, God forbid. So you were 4 years during the Biafran war. So you think that a child of 10 years will know what happened during the war? Even the soldiers that fought the war didn't know what happened in these other areas except the area they were. So how will he convict me now that you have 4 years, you know what happened to the war? He said, you see that. I said, I'm dead. It's those you see within around you. What Boko Haram has killed now, the death you see within the disposal of the Boko Haram, it cannot be more than what you see during your area where you are. Because you are tender age. I did this in several occasions, talk to this one before I convict him to bring into our struggle. So he now acknowledged. So these are the things they do, make them. So in a nutshell, let me conclude here, my dear brother. What my advice to our people, respect of what we are saying here on daily basis. Number one, when you don't want to leave church, for me, I don't go again. If you don't want to leave church, then you go with your sense. Don't give them any money. Go there, you pray. Any God that demand money from you to bless you is not a good God. So there's no more that you sow seed before God will bless you. No, you are already blessed before. Your life is a blessing. Don't go with the money. That's number one. Number two, pay attention for your health. When you are sick, go to hospital. In every year, try once in a year, do blood tests, everything about your life, kidney, liver, everything, so that you know your health status. You'll be able to know what you will be supposed to avoid. Because maybe you don't know your health status, so because everything you are eating in Nigeria is disease. Nigeria is a country that allows people to bring fake, no, I can't even say drug. I will tell you, say fake drink, fake food, everything reproduced in an environment that is polluted. So whatever you eat in Nigeria is acid, it's poison. So we make sure that every year you're supposed to go and do tests. That's my advice to you. And in our struggle, if you get information, cool down first. Listen, think it before you react. Thank you very much, and God bless you, Mazi. Good evening.
There were Mazi. There were. Caller on WhatsApp, you'll be the last caller. Welcome to the program. Can you hear me?
I hear you, Mazi. Am I coming out clear?
You are Mazi. Go on, please.
Keep on blessing you one name. Mazi, I greet all Biafrans, those in diaspora, those in Biafra land. I say all Biafrans, those who are working assiduously. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, according to your location. I remember Mazi Ezoku Bundo, also Ezoku Bundo, Kejo Unstoppable. I am calling you from my location. Mazi, there is a song which I love to sing so much. And that song says, Onye nuru kuchuku bara yoso, Onye ahụ mgbe ọ dị ndụ ọnwụ ka ya mma. Onye nuru kuchuku bara yoso, Onye ahụ mgbe ọ dị ndụ ọnwụ ka ya mma. This is at the time which Mazi Nnamdi, everybody is now shouting, this is a prophecy of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. This is right from in the morning, since morning till now. Even the repeat broadcast which Mazi IPTAS play, till now, the broadcast of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is all over prophecy. And our people are lame, they are not listening. Mazi, this is the time. If it were me, my own turn, I take now. Because ndị Igbo sị na a na-akọ akụkọ mbe na ụmụ anụmanụ ndị Igbo si na mgbasị mbe gụọ ya sị ya nwa mbụ nwunye ya abụ ụmụ ya atọ before ya agụwa ndị ọzọ. I start from myself. I said any day I leave this structure, this truth which I know, this truth that make me to drop my pastorhood, this truth that make me to resign as a minister, as a defrauder, as somebody who is playing wayo to our people to defraud them their money, and join this truth which I see, join this particular structure built by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Any day I say that I don't know what is happening, I don't know where we are going, immediately I turn back to say I have understand. Let somebody else push me away that I don't know what I'm talking about. Because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu took time to brand us, to teach us, and lecture us and educate us. The education we can never acquire in any university. So after listening to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu all these years, you began to ask somebody, say you are confused. They don't know whether DOS, they are doing well. Who are you to follow? Don't know who are you to follow. You know that you are worse than a dead person. That's what I'm saying. This is the time we will use some people to sacrifice to a lion and save others who want to be saved. Because here in Biafra land, our people are so dumb. Even dummy are better than our people. Somebody whom you are teaching, you are telling that truth which you know, you began to talk nonsense because somebody said, somebody told you that your brother betrayed your brother. That person who is fighting and putting all his effort, leaving his job, leaving his family to fight to see that we liberate ourselves. Then you are not laying an accusation finger, which you hear. If it is you say that somebody will listen from the vehicle and say, I hear from the vehicle. That is what they are doing. Newspaper stand. The DOS have betrayed. They turn that nonsense. When the people you are trying to save, we don't have much to say, Mazi. Our eyes is still on the board. If they want to be saved, they will follow the instruction. They will follow the pattern, the structure laid down by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And the leadership of this struggle is DOS, not other people. Whether they are derailing or not derailing, I don't care. Because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have lectured us and rooted us in this struggle that we shall follow it. He has already told us that a storm will come. And we are preparing for the storm. We are 7 steps ahead of the Nigerian government. We are 7 steps ahead of the betrayers. So we are here. And we also the DOS, our leaders. Let them prepare a book. I have been singing it as a chorus. Let them prepare a book for those people who have left the struggle and join whatsoever thing they like to join. Those who are clamoring for to liquidated for Bintuare. Those who want to remain in Nigeria. Those who want to follow the infiltrators. A time shall come, very small time, they are going to come back. Then we will tell them that we are here when they left. The same spirit they used to left, they are still coming back to destroy the remaining one, which they could not destroy outside. So we are noticing them, we are marking their name, we are knowing all of them. A time will come, they will come back. They will cry like a baby to come back, to ask for forgiveness. I will ask them that those people who died because of your selfish interest, your forgiveness, will you bring them back? When you are telling our people what will benefit them, everybody want to be a commander. Everybody want to be a leader. Everybody want to know. You don't go to market, but you want to know what happened in the market. Mazi, I will stop here. May keep on strengthening you people. We are here in Biafra land doing the needful. Bless our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Thank you, Mazi. Keep on keeping on.
We must continue. This is where I'm going to stop picking calls, please. You know, what I want to say is this. Britain, they know our psyche. That is why they are working on it. They are working according to our psyche because they know that we are highly sentimental set of people. Blunt sentimentality. Blunt. Once you express that sentiment, it doesn't matter, no results, or even you need the result is catastrophic. People, it doesn't matter. Just do it. That is why let me tell you, that is why our people, you will see somebody that went to a party, either any party at all, birthday party, marriage party, anything at all. Maybe he decided to give in his house, he carried maybe 10,000 naira. Say, this money is what I'm going to give in that party openly, no problem. But he put 100,000 in his pocket and say, out of that 100,000 naira, I will give 10,000 naira. But when he comes out there, the way they will praise him, the way music will play, he will forget what he decided. He is ready to bring out that 100,000 and spray it. Even any person that around, he will borrow more from his friends. Say, that is the way our people is. Once he is ready to finish spraying that 100,000 naira and borrow another 100,000 if he can see from any right-hand man there. As long as to maintain that sentiment. Once he finish, if music go down, everything go down, and as or last year when he go back, he said, he will start regretting. This is the lifestyle of our people. There is one man, he's a German mercenary during the Biafra war. I think that man is still alive. Rolf Tenner, please, it just occurred to me. This man is still alive. He's a German, but he's a German man. But he fought during the Second World War. He fought under the French Legion. You understand? He didn't fight during the Second World War. Sorry. This man, Rolf Tenner, we need to find out this man. This man is still alive. R-O-L-F, Rolf, then Stenner, S-T-E-I-N-E-R. Stenner, please. We need to find out this type of people. I don't know. This should be the work of IPOB worldwide family. We should be digging out things that some people are there waiting for somebody like us to come and knock in their door so that they will tell us some secrets. But here we are. I know. This man should be found out anywhere he is in Europe. He should be located. Let me spell his name again. R-O-L-F S-T-E-I-N-E-R. Rolf Stenner. He fought on Biafra side as the commander of 4th Commando Brigade or 4th Commando Division. You understand? In Biafran army. There is one thing I read. I think it was in either Frederick Fawcett or what is the name of Madebo book. Any of them, anyone. This man gave account. He said he has to one impediment in our people, which he commanded. He said they are highly sentimental. You will want them to maintain silence, move silently. But once they carry arms, you will not know when one starts even jubilating. That is it. And he will destroy the whole plans they have, give out their position to the enemy. And that element of surprise they want to give to the enemy will be all lost. You say our people are highly sentimental. They cannot, even if they want to pay. Before you know, they start singing. Where they supposed to maintain silence. Do you understand me? This is a fault, very big one, not a little one, a very big fault. That is why our people don't respect order. They are not disciplined. Because everybody wants to do the way that his sentiments tells him to do. Who are you to command him? Because he knows more. And before you know, the catastrophe he will bring, everybody will be suffering it. that is the worst part of it. If it's only him that will suffer it, no. But the catastrophe he will bring, everybody, innocent people will be suffering it. So we should be wise. We should remove sentiment. We should be disciplined like our detractors. The Fulani, what puts them, what keeps them fighting from 1804 till today is discipline. They remove sentiments in whatever they are doing. There are people that are they can hide their sentiments. They can, maintain it. They can be in charge of their sentiments. But us, no. But us, no. That is, I don't know how we are wired. That is why when you go to Hawa logo Facebook now just say what other race is doing like this. You come out on Facebook, you negotiate your house, how you get money. Chineke kwena hiyojo. Chineke kwena hiyojo. This world, what matters to intelligent people is your legacy. Because when you are gone, it's only your legacy that will be brought to limelight. It is what you will be remembered for. What you have produced, what you have done. There is this Ghana football player that is one of the casualties of a Turkey earthquake. Why is he in the limelight? With what is he remembered? He's a footballer. Oh, he stayed in the Ghana team. Oh, he's a player, he's a good player, he give out, he can dribble, he can. That is what he gave out. It's a legacy. Do you think that guy doesn't have, maybe can have a different Porsche cars? Do they care? Do you read it in news that he acquired this heavy car? He was having $12 million in his bank account. No. That thing that you give out as a human being is a legacy. It's what you are remembered for, not the money you acquired. Can't you understand that? Even go to a funeral. Just when you go to a funeral, just be watching. With what do they remember you? Even if ordinary person, you see, the man used to smile. He give out once you are with him, he will make you to laugh. He make you. Is what is it? That thing you don't call anything. That is a legacy he left. They don't see you as he has too much money. He has a Porsche Lamborghini as a car. No, all those things are rubbish, vanity upon vanity. So what matters is the legacy. Nothing more. Without any legacy, you are gone forever. Nothing. All those words you have been selling your people to acquire, it becomes for another person. People that didn't even know when you committed that sabotage to get that money, they will be enjoying it. Do you see how the world is? That is why we should be disciplined. The leadership of this struggle knows things that you don't know as an individual. That the thing you don't know. Google like that, the way you see that 100 meter square or circle is your own world is finished. No, there is more to it. The leadership sees, they considers everything. Brother, they see broad, very broad. They don't see only Aba or Umuahia or Iguacha or Biafra land or Nigeria. or Africa, they consider everything, including the whole world politics, everything, broader view of everything. World view of everything. But you are just there in your location, seeing that place. You want to, satisfy that emotion. And what is the result? Can you give the end result? But when the people that sees, that knows, they have files that you cannot see. They know things you don't know. When they tell you go right, you go. Stop, you stop. Move, you move. Go left, you go. That is discipline. With that way, we will win our struggle. We will win the battle. We will win the war. Not only the battle, but the overall war. This is where I'm going to stop. Let me repeat again. Please, this Biafran veteran, a German, is now, I think he said he was born 1933. He's now 90 years. He's still alive. Rolf Steiner. Rolf, R-O-L-F. Steiner, S-T-E-I-N-E-R. Please. These are people that, you meet them, you talk with them. These are living libraries, like our veterans that have been quietly moving about with what they know. This is time for us to know all these things. So if you can search anywhere to meet this man, to contact this man, it will be okay. Biafra is our religion. Biafra is our identity. We have no other identity other than Biafra. We must continue propagating this gospel. It doesn't matter what it takes. Nothing can stop us. We continue until we wear our enemies out. Until they see that there is no more way out or than to give us what we want, than to give us to fall to our quests. Nothing more. But when you do, and it's just like if you are looking for visa, they will tell you bring this. You go sometime, they will tell you do this, do this. If you stop doing, do you do them? If you vex, say now these people are too demanding. Who is losing? It's what they even want you to do. Or you want to marry. Sometimes they will start troubling you for you to provoke you to stop. If you stop, they themselves, the government shout hallelujah because we don't want this one to get paper. No. Do you see it? It is for us to continue pushing the way ANC South Africans did. Pushing. When the road gets tough, when everything happens as if nothing is happening again, people continue. At that time, you will be using, your mental power, no more physical power, because you'll be physically exhausted. Now it's your mental power. Our leader said it. You continue running. No strength again. You continue only in your head. Now I will not stop. I will not stop. It doesn't matter what it takes. I will not stop. That is the mentality we should imbibe. Otherwise, you'll be blown away with any type of wind. Any type of wind because of your sentiments. We should develop cold character, stone cold. When that sentiments want to overcome you, you say no. You hold yourself, you come back. When the propaganda, they bring propaganda that want to knock you off, you say, you remember yourself, say no, you come back very, very hardened, say no, whatever. And that in that way we will reach our destination. Do not believe the photo the DSS has brought out that our leader is enjoying. No. That photo is not recent. Our leader is sick, and we will continue clamoring for his release because he is now illegally detained. That is the reality. Therefore, thank you for listening. From me, Mazi Jonathan Chinedu, from here, today being the 20th day of February 2023, it is simply good evening.
Abu ogani gala na lekwere na mpabu Biafra ndị ngozi obodo bụ sọma obodo doro nsọ. The land of the rising sun is a home of hope of the Biafrans. The far of the eastern land is a promised land, a blessed land of the Chukwu Biafra. Ebe ka unu si Biafra.